Good morning, Ghana. Good morning, lovely listeners of GhanaTalks Radio. This is the news headline review, and right here on GhanaTalks Radio, here we bring you all the latest headlines and making waves in the news, from business to politics, from sports to entertainment. We got you covered with the most relevant stories and informed perspective right here on the news headline review. As host, I remain your host, Ruth Esinam. And joining me this morning in the studio on the news headline review is Miss Regina Bless and Miss Debbie Adorso. Good morning, Miss Regina.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, you look good in black anyway.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome to the news headline review this morning. Yeah, so before we dive into our major news story for this morning, to God be the glory, yesterday we saw the swearing in of the newly elected member of parliament for the Ablekuma North, and then we saw that the speaker was actually passing some funny comments that don't take her number. She's a pretty woman, I must say. Yeah, she's beautiful. Don't take her number on her, she's off the market. Yes, that was just by the way. Yeah, so finally she's been sworn into office, and now the Ablekuma North constituency have a representative. How do you feel about that?
Okay, so personally, I would say it's a great thing because looking at the past, since December 2024 till last month, a lot of brouhaha and issues going on about Ablekuma North constituency. They've been in and out of court several times. Everyone, and we've also seen instances where both of them have declared a thank you banner for Ablekuma North voting for them. So now that a decision has been made, they say the people has selected who they want. I feel it's a good thing and it's a great move. Now peace and calm will be restored in Ablekuma North, and also development that has been halted would move forward. But one thing I want to say is I know that up to now, some people are still hurt, especially supporters of NPP and AKFE. Most of them are still hurt. But we plead with them. Either AKFE comes, either Irabna comes. What really matters is the developments going on in Ablekuma North. Sometimes most of these people want their people to be in power, excuse me to say, because of maybe the little thing they would get when it comes to money. Yeah, so either Irabna, either Ablekuma, whatever development that would go on in Ablekuma North, it will still go on. So they should accept Irabna in good faith, and they should make sure that peace would prevail. And also to Irabna, she herself knows how she suffered for this position.
Exactly.
The back and forth and all that, sleepless. And because if it was me in this position, I wouldn't be able to sleep. I would definitely be tossing in bed thinking, if I'm supposed to fast, I'll fast.
Exactly.
Because I need this position. So to her, she should really be dedicated to her job. She should be humble also, because as I said, you suffered for this position. She shouldn't put up any attitude that would paint her black to the people, and she should be a listening ear to the people. As a leader, you have to have the interests of the people at heart. So she should have the interests of the people. She shouldn't be pompous, because I remember when we went to the Ablekuma rerun election, one person made a statement saying AKFE says that since Bawumia didn't win, even if she's been voted into power, there's no way she would waste her time in development. And also I remember there were rumors going about that when they voted for her and she went to China. I think she's an ambassador to China or something, if I'm mistaken. So she should be dedicated, she should be humble, she should listen to the people. If something is not going on well, she should make sure that she puts it in the right place, and I think everything will be fine. And so congratulations to her also. And AKFE, she can still support the party.
She was actually at the delegate conference, and she was also doing her thing.
I think even after the election, she came out to apologize. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, she came out to apologize to the party because they told her not to go and contest. You know, we went to do a reportage with regards to the press conference they had that they are not going to do any rerun. So they told her, don't go and contest. But she went behind their back and still went to campaign.
They've seen the future that will bury. Yes, man.
So assuming she hadn't go, there still you get it. There's still going to be some kind of like chaos and all back and forth with this whole Ablekuma seat. And she went. It's good. It was bound to happen that she should go. And
but sometimes you have to listen to your leaders. So.
You have to listen.
In as much as she's an adult, her leaders are older than her. I would say yes, they are penny better for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, they've already seen it that you would lose.
You would lose.
Chinchina, you went.
But
me, if I see that I'm at a losing end, I'll just join the winning team, or better still, me pay with baby at.
You join the winning team.
Exactly. If you can't beat them, just join them.
Just join them.
So that is it.
Yeah. So finally, we've brought this whole rant and banter between the Ablekuma North constituency to one end. They have a newly selected MP, and that seat, they said, NPP has been on that seat for 28 years.
And nothing.
No development.
Nothing.
So we went to the area. What did you see? Oh. So right now that's Irabna, you fought so hard for these seats. Make sure you don't disappoint your people. Yeah. Do not disappoint the people of Ablekuma North, and do not disappoint President Mahama. Don't disappoint those that campaign for you, especially Basintali. If you go and you flop, the way people will come for that man, because they are already shouting who he be and all of that. He did all of this for you. So, just as Speaker said, 4 years is just like a day. Make sure you use this time judiciously and make sure that you do everything in your power to, create a change in the Ablekuma North constituency. And I think with that, we are good to go as a country. All right. Thank you so much, Ms. Regina, for that beautiful submission. All right. Let's dive into our major news item for this morning. Government not converting National Cathedral site into Cultural Convention Center, Kwachi Ofosu. The Minister of State in charge of government communication, Felis Kwachi Ofosu, has dismissed reports suggesting that the government plans to convert the stalled National Cathedral project into a National Cultural Convention Center. Mr. Kwachi Ofosu described the report as inadequate and misleading. Let me clarify that, contrary to reports that emerged last week, the government has not decided to turn the site into a cultural convention center. Nothing of that sort has happened, he said. His clarification comes in response to a claim that the government was repurposing the controversial project as part of its 24-hour economy initiative for the culture, creative arts, and tourism sectors, dubbed Show 24. Mr. Kwachi Ofosu explained that a continental body currently renting space in Accra had approached the 24-hour economy secretariat with a proposal to establish its headquarters on the site. As part of the offer, the organization proposed contracting a culture and convention center for Ghana. However, he emphasized that the proposal has neither been accepted nor considered by the government. He stated, "It is merely a proposal. The government has not engaged with it or taken any decision in that regard," he stated. He further reiterated President John Dramani Mahama's position on the National Cathedral project, stating categorically that no public funds will be used to continue its construction. "I can state with authority that as long as President John Dramani Mahama remains the head of this country, he is unprepared to see even a peso of taxpayers' money put into this National Cathedral project," Kwachi Ofosu stressed. He added that any future decision regarding the site will be made after the completion of a forensic audit. As for what will be done to the site, the determination will be made after we have all the facts. But I can assure Ghanaians that no public funds will go into this cathedral, he stated. I think somewhere within the early months of July, we saw it flying on social media, and I've forgotten the name of the man, but I think he had an interview on Joy News, Joy FM, and then he mentioned that the cathedral will be,
used for that
national convention.
I also heard it.
And we're all confused. But now Kwachi Fosu is also coming to, dispute that fact that that's not the case. It's actually a proposal that a particular organization have brought, that they want to set their headquarters on the land. But they've not even accepted the proposal. They've not even looked
private.
A private company. They've not even looked into it. So whatever that is flying on social media that they are converting the National Cathedral is inaccurate and is misleading. Would you term this as misinformation and disinformation? Because I watched the video and a man emphatically said that.
The government.
Yeah, the government.
But looking at what Kwache Ofosu also said, he said they've not decided on it yet. So it means it was there in the first place. So I would say it's a true information, but delivered by the wrong person. He had no right to come out to say that. Whatever information or whatever business that goes on in government, we only know one person who is supposed to come out and say that is Kwachi Ofosu.
Yeah, the communication.
So sometimes I would say we are also at fault because we tend to believe things just like that without, should I say, investigating. How would you believe something from just a commoner or someone coming from parliament, say aban say obey abra yen tis nipana or share aban so and yes or share aban so, but the spokesperson for aban. Right. So it's like ohine and the linguist. A linguist is supposed to say whatever the king is saying.
Exactly. An
elder can't say what the king is saying. So that is how it is. So sometimes we should also blame ourselves for believing such informations. But aside that, the almost the cathedral, it will still be used as a cathedral, but it would be repurposed in a way that it will generate funds for public.
Right.
And see, they're not using the taxpayers' money. Which money are they using? Their own pocket money.
Well, that's not known yet.
Where the
So you think they will
Hey, they'll not use taxpayers' money. Now, which money would they use? Or those solicited they kind of say those solicit.
Those solicited for fun. This word.
They will
solicit for fans.
Solicit for fans. Those solicit for fans from should I say the religious bodies and all that.
Yeah.
See, even in this case, I suggest that they should leave it for these religious bodies, because we have Christian councils, we have traditional councils, we have people who are so much indebted in Christ and Quran and all that, and we know that these people, they have the money. These religious bodies, they have their money, trust me, because I know some churches right here in Ghana, they receive dollars as offertory.
Yes, as offertory and tithes.
What development are they bringing to the community? In every organization, in every institution, you should have people outside should be benefiting from that.
Right.
So for my church, that is my former church Presby, I know that they've built a credit union quarters. That is in the form of mini or micro credits when you want loan, when you want to save, and they've employed other people, some people from the church and other people outside the church. So in that way, other people outside the church are benefiting. So automatically the public are benefiting.
Right.
But in some churches, all the benefit is within the church and the members are enjoying the benefits. So this institution is a private institution.
Right.
the management of this institution can decide that everyone should go home. I want to employ my family members, and no one can do anything about it. But here lies the case: they've employed other people. So by so doing, the public are also benefiting from this. So the churches, what are they contributing to the growth of the country? So they should leave this project for them. They should handle it.
But the churches can also say that we didn't send you people to build.
But they took money. When Nanado brought this thing up, he take offer some
yeah, I think he went to religious leaders.
And do you think that those religious leaders, they will just come and sit there and not receive money? They'll leave their work and come and sit there just because they want to talk about something without receiving money. They would take money. We know some people who supported in spending the cathedral money.
But that money, they said they've not touched it.
They've not. So where is it?
I think 580 million.
So where is it?
I learned it's still there.
It's still there.
So they are going to forensic audits.
Forensic audits.
Forensic, yeah.
Huh?
Forensic. They are going to forensic audits. So once they finish with that, they'll know as to whether they spent part of the money or not. But from what I'm hearing,
no shady deals.
They say they didn't take any money out of them, out of it.
Okay.
But coming to the religious body, you remember some time back, President John Dramani Mahama also went to these same religious bodies, saying that they should help him complete the Agenda 1-1.
Yeah.
So if they're taking that initiative, they should take the National Cathedral too.
And so no, Mahama should make sure that obeying on Agenda 1-1, then they should leave the cathedral for the religious bodies.
But looking at what they want to convert the National Cathedral into, don't you think it's not a bad idea?
Oh, it's not a bad idea, because looking at the National Cathedral, if they had built it, it wouldn't bring any growth or development into the country. Cathedral. Sorry, baby, what we are saying.
Perez Dom Kwao.
You can just pick one church and use it as the National Cathedral. Even in a way, the church's board, board church would be happy about it, because just imagine your church being used as a national cathedral.
They'll pay something small to maintain,
but still, yes, but still, it is in your benefit. Just imagine all the big people coming to your church. So with that, no, as you said, they'll even charge you. Just says, "A buying person who say dim,"
because they have to clean the place, light, water.
It has to be clean all the time and top notch. But looking at this, people from outside, it will even serve as a tourist site, and it wouldn't only be, from what I read, it wouldn't only be for the Christians, but it also have some parts for Muslims. For Muslims also, as well. It's a good thing. With this development, it's good, since it will generate revenue for the country. It's a good thing.
But they said it's misleading and inaccurate. So let's wait for what the government will say with regards to that. Ms. Debbie, you're welcome.
Thank you.
So briefly, we are on the first news item. Government not converting National Cathedral site into Cultural Convention Center. What do you have to say with regards to that? Because I believe you also saw that in the news. I think early this month.
Yes.
That they are converting
into a cultural center. And then yesterday, Felix Kwachi said, Felix Kwachi said it's like the government has no intention. And trust me, if the National Cathedral will be converted into something meaningful, it will be of the benefit of everyone. You see, the National Cathedral, for me, it was a good idea. It was a brilliant idea.
Oh, I see.
Just as the way we travel from Ghana to Israel to go and pray. People travel from here to Mecca to go and pray. It's not about anything, but I feel like they have a very conducive environment, large enough to contain people all over the world. So we can use Perez Chapel, but can Perez Chapel contain, people all over from Nigeria, from America, from this? You're supposed to look at the vast number. I'm not saying Perez. I know Perez Chapel is very big. I know it's big, but can it contain those people? With the National Cathedral idea, it's a good one, but It's like you coming.
It's not a priority.
No.
Nah.
It's like you coming to tell me that you had a dream. God said he would do this for you. After that, you are supposed to give something in return. And then you be like, oh, it's like the way you bribe God. God, if I get A1 in this course, I'm going to give you this. Or after school, when I get a job, my first salary will be like, it's for you. It's your own personal decision between you and God. I was not there. So if at the end of the day, you come to tell me that, but won't mean this, so me, my first salary, I should give it to you. No, it doesn't work like that. And this is a case where the former president, you had the idea, you brought it up, that was nice. And then you pushed us into using the taxpayers' money, 58 billion. And then as it stands now, the money is nowhere to be found.
But they said they've not touched that money.
So why is it? And then why is there a process of the building delaying?
Yeah, they said they're doing forensic.
They've what forensic audit? They've spent the money. They did.
You think so?
Yes, they did. They spent the money.
Momo transaction.
Yeah. Momo transaction went on. It got to a time. They said you can support through. They brought out a number where you can actually support.
Momo said your limit is 5,000, but the money that I saw is a lot.
They got money. The money went into personal pockets.
Small.
It went. What is small?
Maybe they sent the money small.
No. Even if small, at the end of the day, you gather something, which is huge. Even if it can't do anything, it can actually build bricks that will be used in building the whole National Cathedral issue. See, National Cathedral, like this National Day of Prayer or something, we could have held it there. But since we didn't do it, and the money went into some people's pockets, I would say the board of chairman or whoever, they are all selfish. The money went into their pockets. Yes, it went into their pockets. So they should not sit down and tell us no one is doing any forensic audit anyway. They should bring the money. They have to account for it. And people who found culpable should be arrested. You cannot spend our money and be allowed to go scot-free like that. No.
All right. So our ears is going to be on the ground for the final forensic audit. All right. Moving on to our next news item. Reconsider decision to cancel teacher licensure exams. Educhum to government. Former Education Minister Dr. Yao Osei Educhum has urged the government to reconsider its decision to scrap the teacher licensure examination. While acknowledging the current administration's mandate to introduce policy changes, Dr. Educhum emphasized that such decisions should prioritize the national interest. His remarks follows a recent directive from the Ministry of Education instructing the National Teaching Council to collaborate with its registrar to organize a final sitting of the licensure examination under the existing framework by August 30th. Dr. Educhum pointed out that the National Democratic Congress initially piloted the licensure exams, which the New Patriotic Party later expanded into a full-scale program. The MP argued that the examination is critical for assessing professional competence, particularly for teachers seeking opportunities abroad. They are in power now and they have the authority. If they want to change it, it is between them and the good people of Ghana. As a teacher, I believe that just like accountants and lawyers, teachers must also be licensed so that our respect will be increased significantly. I'm not encouraging teachers to leave the country, but with a license, a teacher who travels to the UK can walk into a classroom and teach. If this government chooses to abolish it, Ghana will be the judge. Meanwhile, the Executive Director of African Education Watch, Kofi Asare, has also cautioned against scrapping the licensure examination, stressing its role in maintaining quality standards within Ghana's education system. This is with regards to a licensure exams. This is actually an exam that gives teachers the license to teach anywhere, just as how we have the doctors and the lawyers who have to go through law school. They have to be called before their bar before they can practice law in any other country or even in the country. This licensure exams is more or less like a passport to these teachers. And from what Mr. Educhum is saying, it increases respect Because right now they are saying that you school choir, you can even go and teach, then you become a teacher. But that shouldn't be the case. Or say some more yes, sir. So governments should reconsider not to cancel the licensure examination. Ms. Regina, what are your thoughts on this?
If they want to cancel it, then they should also cancel B, C, and WASI. Why? We write exams. First term, you try exams. Second term, you try exam. Third term, you try exams. So they should gather all those results and pass the students. So when they gather all those results, if you failed, it means if you did well, you would be promoted. You will go to the next level. Because we know that this licensure exams is an exams where it's an exams. It's exams.
No,
an exam.
Correct. It's an exams where it is. Should I say it is mandatory for you to get yourself involved in it. Even these people getting themselves involved in this licensure exams are costing. Sometimes on the news you can hear that teachers, let's say 100 teachers took part in the licensure exams, 90 failed, only 10 were qualified. Sometimes when I hear that news, I'll be like, teacher, I believe you went to school, you went to learn, so why have you failed your licensure exams?
An easy peasy exam.
Exactly. So it shouldn't be cancelled. It shouldn't be cancelled. Our education sector alone is facing a whole lot. So why would you want to cancel it? As he said, it is a passport, it is a gateway for these teachers. Someone doesn't agree, but it's true. It is true.
Do you know the person?
I know the person. It is very
Maybe
true.
she wants to become a teacher. Maybe. Why are you laughing?
I could say
Exactly.
Oh, I see. But what do you have to say with regards to that?
It should be cancelled.
Why?
It should be cancelled. If you're telling me that the licensure exam is a gateway for you to travel abroad, then what is the use of the certificate? After graduating school and then you've been issued certificate, what is it used?
Wait, how would you feel if you go to a hospital and then they tell you that the doctor doesn't have license to practice medicine or
that one, no.
How would you feel?
No, that one, it is the government that issues alliances to the hospital. And since the government issues alliances to the hospital, so long as you are working there, it covers you.
Not to the hospital alone, no, to the doctor as well.
Yes, and your certificate does that.
So how different is it from the teacher?
It is different.
How?
A very vast difference.
Convince
I
me.
went to school, level 100, I wrote exam, I passed. Level 200, I wrote exam, I passed. To level 400, and then you are telling me to go and sit down and write a licensure exam. Before you can access me or give me the privilege to go ahead and impact what I've been taught in school. It doesn't make sense.
So if you passed your exams, what
why?
stops you from
No,
passing the licensure exams?
No. It's just like you writing exam and then passing, and then you're forcing me to go and write some of deck again.
Ah.
Yes.
Then you should pass. If truly you attained that knowledge, you should pass it.
Even that, people even write exams and still writing of deck.
No.
Like, yeah.
The licensure exam doesn't make sense. It doesn't. When it comes to law, it's different. When it comes to other sectors, it's different.
But how
when
different
it comes to the
is it? I
teaching
don't understand.
sector, it's different. It doesn't make sense when I go to school for 4 years. Let me go and teach, and you're telling me I should go and write a licensure exam.
Wait.
And then they take that opportunity to fail people. And the number they want, they pass them, and then they push you out there to go and teach.
Do you also know that the lawyers also go to school for 4 years before they go to Mokola to go and
Yes, I know.
And so how different
I know.
is
No.
it?
The licensure
Mokola.
exam for the teachers,
Yeah,
no.
they go to Mokola School of Law.
Yeah.
It's at Mokola.
Yes. For the licensure exam for the teachers, it's a no.
Hey.
They should cancel it immediately.
Wow.
Yes.
So how would you feel?
They have
if
to cancel
a teacher
it.
has finished BC, Wewe and Wasi.
They have to cancel it.
Now your child brings homework. No one will say,
Listen. All these are only things that they just want to bring up to make it cover up what they want. We have people who go to the law school, they are called to bar, after that they go to Makwala, but when they come out a lawyer or Kasakra, you could sense that there is no sense in what he's saying. We have people who go to school to become a doctor. When a person is even injecting you, you can actually feel that way on your doctor. They end up injecting you on your bones.
So how do you feel about that?
How do I feel about that?
When you know, like, a doctor is not qualified to inject you, but he's in the hospital injecting you.
And he's in the hospital because
that's how the teachers
No. Immediately you are done with the school, and then you go on to do your national service. They should post you. That is it. It is a waste of time and a waste of money. You are not going to study after learning. Rubbishes in school. You are not going to sit down and then write another licentiate exam. You see, these are all avenues to fail people. You see, you can.
How is it an
it is an avenue to fail people?
When you have so much
the
belief
previous
in yourself.
government who brought this did that on purpose. They did that on purpose. Yes, they did that on purpose. How can I finish school and then you tell me to go and write licentiate exam before you can give me privilege to go out there and teach? No. They do that. People even pass and then they go to class and they teach and they don't even teach anything. And you're telling me to give respect. See, a man that is not respected in his own home will not be respected. If you like, go to wherever, a child mountain, go and pray and come back, they will still not respect you. So you can't tell me that when you get the license, it is the license that is going to draw respect to you. No.
Not just respect, but it's also going to give you other opportunities to practice.
See, I have friends who do not have licenses. They have certificates. They are working in abroad.
As
so,
teachers.
Yes, they are working in abroad. So that one, you tell me that, and also Bakan is saying, no, we should stop that. Licensure, no, Mahamakra, he's delaying. You should cancel it. Waste of time, waste of money, waste of resources. They should cancel it. It doesn't tally. It doesn't. And no.
I hate beans. I'm quiet. You've still not been able to convince Miss Regina.
It's not.
Like you're not convinced.
Mr. Speaker, panel of judges.
I've not been convinced. No, I've not been convinced.
I feel like you should convince us.
How say they've written their exams, certificate has been given out to them, and you still expect them to still come out to write licentiate exams. Okay, fine, you passed your exam, certificate has been given to so what stops you from passing the licentiate exams also?
No, wait, before you go on,
wait.
No. Okay.
It means that the exams that you wrote
no. Imagine, okay, fine.
Let me hear from you.
I completed school, right?
All right.
After writing, having sleepless nights, I'm done. You're telling me to go and sit down and write a licentiate exam again. For what? For what exactly?
Then when you finish BEC, go and do the job you say you want to do. Don't go to the university.
BEC is something that it has been accepted. It has been constituted down. That immediately after writing, passing through JHS1, JHS2 to JHS3, you have to write a BC to get a certificate, not a license, a certificate that will issue you into the secondary school. You get a certificate, and then it pushes you to the tertiary education. And then after going now to study, and then you're telling me to go and write a licentiate exam. Well, I know that is corrupt. No. The licentiate exam is a corrupt thing. No.
Is that why you want them to cancel it?
That is not only the fact, but then it needs to cancel because it doesn't tally. See, teachers are suffering. No, it's because most of them they don't want to come out and say it. Okay, it's because they don't want to come out and say it.
But it's not just teachers. So I think with every profession, it's there.
It's not with every profession.
Oh,
you need
when you want to be a PR practitioner, right after you finish your 4 years course, you have to also write an exams to get that certificate and that license to practice PR in the country.
So with that license, does it add up to what you've already learned in school?
It gives you that room and that opportunity to practice everywhere, so that people will not say that ABI or you're fake. The person is actually licensed and has been confirmed.
The person has the license, and when the person does the license push you to deliver on purpose, you deliver.
Deliver us in how?
You see people with licenses and then they deliver exactly what they study in school.
not pertaining what they study in school, but at least it gives you that room, that opportunity to go places.
No, without the license, you can still go places and be accepted and be employed.
So
Let's
what
not
if
deceive ourselves.
so what if they tell us that if you don't have a license as a journalist, you can't practice also?
If I don't have license as a journalist, as in how? Where is it constituted? In which GI?
No, I'm just saying as assuming.
Assuming, then that will be a reform, and it's
because
not my time.
Right now, yesterday we saw in the news
coming up.
So yesterday we saw in the news that Education Minister is bringing up a broadcasting law. Mm-hmm. So who knows? Maybe that could be.
Law.
Who knows? That could be included in it. That if you finish practicing as a journalist, write an exams for you to attain your license to practice journalism in the country.
They have a meaningful. They have a meaningful standard backing it. We don't divert the issue.
Oh, then you are undermining teachers.
I'm not undermining teachers.
Looking at what you are saying,
I'm not undermining teachers. Even the teachers will support me. They will support me.
So you are saying that the teachers, they are not solid.
They are not solid. They are solid.
No, I'm picking it from the submission you actually made.
What did I say?
What did I say? You are saying that for the journalists, at least for that one, it has a solid backing a stand. So meaning that the teachers, they don't have solid backing.
Listen, the education minister will not just stand up and be like, I'm bringing this, and then by force you have to go about. No, there's definitely going to be a debate.
That is why
you bring the reason why you are bringing out that law, and then I don't think the education minister is going to sit down with the GJA president. They will sit down and then they will judge on it before they will come out to tell us the final verdict on whatever they've discussed. You cannot just stand up and tell me that I'm writing a licensure exam. Do you know how it takes to write a No, they should cancel it.
I believe in every sector there are rules.
Exactly.
And when it comes to the teacher sector also, the licensure exams is a rule.
It's not
whether
rule.
You like it or not, you need to abide by it.
When the Akufo-Addo government came into power.
Every government comes and brings his or her own rules.
Now we are saying that licensure exam, cancel it. As simple as ABC.
But wait.
Cancel it. With the certificate, you can
do not cancel it.
Okay. They should cancel it.
Easy. Can you give me one pro and one cons of the licensure exams? Miss Debbie.
What?
Since you are fighting so hard for it.
Which kind of question is this? Oh, yes.
Oh, no. Wait. So we weigh the advantage and then the disadvantage. And let's see which one has a higher merit. Then we decide if it should be abolished or not.
No, I know with the licensure exam, they have their benefits. They've stated it. They brought out a whole novel about the reason why they're bringing out this licensure exam, what it's going to do. Like he also said, it's going to bring respect, and it's going to allow you to go into places.
Respect to the profession.
You
see how the government
that means they don't respect the profession. Even President Akufo-Addo stand to say that as a teacher you cannot make it. He said it in this country.
That's what?
He said it that as a teacher, your salary cannot even get you anywhere. He said it here. So it means from the beginning, they've looked down to the teaching profession. Yes.
So they say write exams and add more
So you're
respect.
saying that when they write exam, that is when you are going to respect them. It doesn't make sense. Let's wake up.
Ms. Regina, did you find something?
Okay, so with the pros of licensure exams, they say first, quality assurance, professional credibility, standardization across the field, motivation for serious learning,
all right,
and global regional recognition.
You get it.
And looking at the cons, it doesn't even make sense to me.
They
are saying exam does not always reflect practical skills.
So licensure exam, you see, the licensure exam now reflects practical skills.
Yes, it does.
It is the licensure exam that when you get on the field, it will tell you to do the right thing. Yes. No, see, we are deceiving ourselves. We are bringing this licensure exam.
Read the last one. Let's go.
Financial and emotional burden, unequal access and bias, overemphasis on a single moment can create shortage in workspace. That's all for there.
So meaning that if you don't know book, you cannot write licensure. So why are you scared?
And as a teacher, you have to be intelligent to teach the students.
This is not about
all right.
They should cancel it. And I believe President Maham, please cancel it. Our teachers are suffering. Cancel it for them, please.
All right, thank you so much for joining us on the news headline review. Up next, we have Debbie's girl. I don't know if she's going to grill you on that, but I'm done. All right.
Good morning and welcome to Davis Grow, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. Member of Parliament for Doma East, Yao Tano, has expressed support for the shoot-to-kill approach in the fight against illegal mining. He believes the approach will serve as a strong deterrent to curb the menace of Galamsey. The Member of Parliament stance aligns with growing concerns about the devastating impact of illegal mining on deforestation, water pollution, and loss of diversity. Illegal mining is causing a lot of harm to the country than we expect. And it feels like no one cares. And it's as if all the governments we've experienced, when they come into power, they bring out positive initiative, they bring out positive policies, and they make us believe that those are the right steps to take in curbing illegal mining. And then immediately they comes into power, I feel like they are doing the opposite of what they promised to do. Let's start from the previous administration. They brought out a lot of measures to stop illegal mining. The burning of excavators, arresting of people, and a whole lot. They deploy military into forest reserves, water bodies, guarding the water, the forest, so these illegal miners do not access their way into the forest. But at the end of it, illegal mining still continued. And then before this current administration came into power, it was one of their topmost priority. To stop illegal mining was one of their topmost priority. And I could remember that 1 week before the election, we saw the way people were demonstrating. I saw a very old woman holding water in a bottle. At some point in time, she was even arrested. And the water in the bottle was like, Milo, all you need is bread. And it tells us how serious the issues of illegal mining is in this country. And we saw a lot of prominent people calling on the government to do something. Utah going on a demonstration. And President Mahama said, see, when I come into power, this is what I'll do. Now they are in power. Illegal mining is still ongoing. They brought out the Blue Water Initiative. They also deployed military. It's like they are walking in the footsteps of the previous administration. They deploy military. Some time ago, they burn excavators. They seize some excavators. They arrested people, and then it ends there. Now, this member of parliament is saying that whoever is being caught on site, immediately we should kill the person. Yes, you deserve to die. Because you are polluting water that is meant to be taken inside the body. And when I take that water inside me, imagine the effect that is going to have on my body. And you see, we living in this side, we are not really experiencing the impact, the negative impact of the illegal mining activities. When you go down to areas where illegal mining is very rampant, you will get to know that people living there are having disorder, kidney failure, liver problem. They give birth, and then it's like the baby, does not look like a human being, half human, half something. Because they are taking in chemicals, and those chemicals are not meant for the body. But that is what we are seeing. So between the illegal miner and you, the one shooting to kill the person, who deserves to die? The illegal miner deserves to die more, because you are killing the person. You destroying the water bodies and then killing a population of people who depend on the water as a source of, let me say, livelihood, because water also sustain our lives. You cannot stay a day without taking in water. And immediately we catch these people on site, we should shoot and kill them. Because it's becoming unbecoming. And the only thing this government can do is you find foreign nationals involved in illegal mining, and the best thing you can do is deport them and then allow them to go scot-free. Just like that. Who does that? If I should go to any of these countries, whether China or wherever it is, and then one way or the other, I get myself into trouble, I'm not sure they are going to deport me. Oh, no. They will deal with me there. They will deal with me there before they will allow me to come back to my state. And so if a whole foreign national can leave his or her country, pave his way into the Ghana, and then the only ways or the only means he can work, or the only work he can do, is to engage in illegal mining. When the person is caught, you deport the person to go. Are we not creating a conducive environment for these people to explore by polluting our waters, by destroying our forest reserves? And then the most serious aspect of it is when these people are arrested, we allow them to go. We don't prosecute them. They go into the jail and then they make a call and it ends there. I saw a video where some citizens were pleading with the government to allow them mine. You are mining illegally and then you are calling on the government to allow you mine. Have you thought of the number of people that you are endangering their lives because of this illegal mining? You are involving yourself into it. When it has to do with illegal mining, we have to think, we have to come up with proactive measures to stop this mining in the country, because it's becoming unbecoming. We've sat here, we talk about this issue every day, but still illegal mining is on the rise. You know why? Because we allow these people to go scot-free just like that. And no illegal miner will get money to buy champagne. If I have money to buy champagne, I'm not going to engage in illegal mining. That is a huge sum of money. A commoner illegal miner does not have that money. So it means somewhere sitting in an office is behind this. We know them. They know themselves. And they are trying to deceive us. If we start arresting those people, we can bring an end to illegal mining. Because if I'm working for a top official, he has assured my safety, even if I'm arrested. That is why these illegal miners, they have this boldness to come out and they tell you their mind, because they have someone backing them. They have people backing them. If they go into prison right now, within a twinkle of an eye, they will be released. And there is nothing you can do. And the most painful aspect is that the security we deployed into the forest reserve, most of them have the link with these top people. Because in an incident where a reporter was beaten, the police was standing there. The police was standing right where the illegal miners were beating a whole reporter. And it's got to a time the military joined them and then they beat him. No one said anything. That is how serious this issue has become. President Mahama, please. I'm sure people voted for you based on this. Illegal mining is one of the topmost priority why people voted for you. So gradually your years of staying in power are fading out. 4 years is just like sleeping this night and then waking up tomorrow. It will be a very huge disappointment if after your term, illegal mining is still on the rise. The special prosecutor and the IGP were good enough to mention people allegedly involved in illegal mining. We see them. They come on live telling and then they display the gold they have. But after this administration came into power, you see, they are doing it kokwansa. They do it anyway, anyhow, anyway. And then we allow these people to go like that. And illegal mining still continues. We are not seeing the people behind it. But the water, we are destroying the water. Our foreign reserves are being destroyed. The way Ghana used to be beautiful. Now Ghana is no longer attractive. You go to our forest reserves and it is destroyed. You go to our water bodies and it has been polluted. And we are happy with this. Is this what we want? If we are not careful, in the next 5 years, we will be importing water. And these people, they have the money to travel abroad though. They travel abroad like the way you travel to your hometown. You sitting down there as an illegal miner, you don't have a passport. Not to even talk about a visa. You'll be happy acquiring the money today, but trust me, in the near future, you use it to kill yourself. Because you also be taking that same water. It's better we change now. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.
Thank you so much, Miss Debbie. If we don't take time, we'll be importing water. All right. Up next, we have Today in History with Miss Regina Bless.
Today in history, Egyptian monarchy toppled by coup. The Egyptian Revolution of 1952, also known as the 1952 coup d'etat and the 23rd July Revolution, was a period of profound political, economic and societal change in Egypt. 1952, the revolution began with the toppling of King Farouk in a coup d'etat by the Free Officers Movement, a group of army officers led by Muhammad and Gamal Abdel Nasser. It ushered in a wave of revolutionary politics in the Arab world and contributed to the escalation of decolonization and the development of Third World solidarity during the Cold War. 1967, the Detroit Riots, also known as the 12th Street Riot or the Detroit Uprising, began on July 23, 1967, following a police raid on an illegal after-hours bar. The raid, initially a minor incident, quickly escalated into widespread violence, looting and arson, fueled by deep-seated racial tensions, police brutality, and socio-economic inequalities in Detroit. 1982. Actor and 2 children killed in Twilight Zone sets. A Bell UH-1 Iroquois helicopter crashed at Indian Downs in Valencia, California, during the making of Twilight Zone. The movie. The crash killed actor Vic Morrow and child actors Micah Dean Lee and Renee Shin Yi Shen, sorry if I don't get the name right, who were on the ground, and injured the 6 helicopter passengers. Moving on, Treaty of Traverse des Soirs was signed in 1851 between the Soirs and the U.S. The Treaty of Traverse des Soirs was indeed signed in 1851 between the Soirs, also known as Dakota, and the United States government. This treaty, along with the Treaty of Mendota signed the same year, resulted in the Dakota ceding a large portion of their land in southern and western Minnesota to the U.S. The signing took place near present-day St. Peter, Minnesota. Looking at some few observances, this day is observed as National Gorgeous Grandma Day. It is a day to honor and celebrate the beauty, wisdom, and vitality of grandmothers and women of a certain age. The day encourages people to show appreciation for the grandmothers in their lives and recognize their importance. Lastly, National Women Touched by Addiction Day. This is a day to celebrate the resilience of women who have faced addiction themselves or dealt with the addiction of a loved one. Why is this day being celebrated or observed? This day is meant to inspire women and bring unity to push forward amidst the trials that addiction brings. And that's all for today on Today in History and some observances of the day. Live on GhanaTalks Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Miss Regina Bless. Miss Debbie, I saw you rolling your eyes. Yes. When she said women's addiction touch. Is it women's touch?
National Women Touched by Addiction Day.
Yeah, I saw you. You're wondering.
Really?
What was in your mind?
You know. What does that really mean? National Women's Addiction.
It means women who have gone through addiction or depression, or maybe you went through addiction and I was a part of it. I was there to help you, so automatically I was touched by it.
Oh, okay. Some days too.
Papa.
No, we are fine.
We are learning things.
We are fine.
At least you credit the person for helping you out.
For helping you out. So meaning this particular day, you have to call the person
and
remind the person of your pain.
Hey, and I mean you.
Oh no. When you get over something, even you, I think everyone goes through that. In the past, at that time you went through something, you were not even bold enough to say it, but this time you are bold enough to say it, and you laugh over it.
Yeah. It's very easy.
Broken hearts.
You bab. I can't remember when my phone was snatched way back. I couldn't tell my mom that my phone was snatched. I had to lie. And now I say it and I laugh. But then times, the moment I remember, then I'm crying. But now I just remember and I laugh over it.
Yeah, I think I also have a story like that.
Yes.
When I was attacked by a dog, I couldn't tell my dad
that
it was a dog that attacked me because he would tell me not to go to work again. Yeah. So I didn't tell him. I told him that it was one of our machines that fell on my hands. But the whole family knew. The whole nuclear family knew except my dad.
The mark on your hand.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had to lie about it. My dad can be very if you're a boss.
But were you injected?
Oh yeah.
I went to. That's how you start to back.
I went to surgery. They had to sew that. Yes, I know. Producer said I went to snatch somebody's husband.
I know, right?
That's what.
So no.
Producer. That's defamation. I'll sue you.
No, right now, who said it? You said it yourself. He didn't say anything.
He said it.
You heard it.
You heard it.
Yeah, where's the evidence?
She heard it.
No, you can't go to court.
They are taking us a video, so I can take that portion.
This is where we draw the curtains for the first segment of the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. Right after this, we'll be coming up with the news. Stick and stay with us.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm Mr. Level Bam. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry Braille, our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're going to talk about our culture, our history. Martin Ding said about Kwasem. No, on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say, no artists go join me in the studio. We're going to discuss about music and business. Or you're a singer and now you're a rapper, you think say you get bars. You go spit fire now. Listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio and yes, say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app, no, our Play Store, any app store. No tune in and say this is what I say. Baba live on Facebook, Cointakra, any Ghana Talks Radio page in this now. Listen, I bet you fire. 1 year, Wading, Jajan.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
morning and welcome to the morning news broadcast on GhanaTalks Radio. Coming up, Majority Leader backs Mahama Cares Fund to combat non-communicable diseases. Education Minister calls for nationwide audit of uncompleted school project. Majority Leader Mahama Yariga pledges responsible use of two-thirds majority. Member of Parliament calls for shoot-to-kill approach to curb illegal mining. These and many more coming up shortly in business, sports and showbiz. Do stay with us. The majority in Parliament is backing the Mahama Cares Fund to create a special fund to treat non-communicable diseases. The fund aims to support Ghanaians suffering from chronic illness of cancer, diabetes and hypertension who struggle to afford treatment. The government plans to allocate 20% of the National Health Insurance Fund to support the Mahama Cares Fund. President Mahama launched the Mahama Cares Fund, pledging to donate 6 months of his salary to kickstart the initiative. The fund is expected to require approximately 3 billion Ghana cedis annually over the first 3 years, focusing on supporting specialist treatment for vulnerable populations.
I agree that we could also just say that it is one of the diseases that should be taken care of by National Health Insurance. If we take that approach, it may well be the case that National Health Insurance will end up spending more than 20% of the money to take care of them. If we take the approach, then why don't we just add it as one of the diseases that National Health Insurance will take care of? We will end up spending more than 20% of the National Health Insurance money taking care of those cases. So we talked about that and we said we don't want to use all the money in National Health Insurance to take care of those cases. But National Health Insurance owes a duty to also make a contribution. And it is on that basis that the proposal is that 20% of the NHIA fund should be dedicated to this trust fund. The rest.
In related news, whilst the majority leader believes this approach is pragmatic, the minority is concerned it could stain the NHIS and undermine its core functions. The blockage is due to concerns over lack of quorum, which was raised by First Deputy Minority Chief Whip Habib Idrisu. He cited procedural concerns and called for postponing the vote. They expressed worries about the bill being rushed, which could lead to inadequate scrutiny, engagement and consultations.
We in the chamber at the moment, we are 58. Mr. Speaker, if you read the Constitution, the 1992 Constitution in Article 104, they said decisions in Parliament shall be determined by more than half of the number. The highest court of the land, the Supreme Court, in the case of Justice Abilai versus the Republic, the Supreme Court held that matters to be determined in Parliament must be determined by more than half of the numbers. Mr. Speaker, we don't have 138 members in this chamber. Mr. Speaker, and I'll urge you not to put the question. Mr. Speaker, the Constitution, I'll read Article 1041. Except otherwise provided in this Constitution, matters in Parliament shall be determined by the votes of majority of members present and voting, with at least half of the members of Parliament present. Mr. Speaker, we are not up to 138 in this chamber. We cannot take that decision.
Despite the concerns raised by the minority, the bill was approved by a majority vote of Parliament, paving way for the establishment of a dedicated fund to support specialized medical care for chronic and life-threatening conditions. Moving on, the majority leader in Parliament has secured a two-thirds majority in Ghana's Parliament following the swearing-in of Rabina Oben as the new Member of Parliament for Ablekuma North. Speaking after administering the oath of office, the majority leader Mahama Yariga said the NDC's current numerical advantage in the House positions the party to implement transformational reforms and drive national development. He assured Ghanaians the NDC will not abuse the power, promising to use it wisely for the benefit of all citizens. This includes pushing through significant constitutional reforms to make Ghana better, he said.
With her addition to this House, the National Democratic Congress has had its number increased by one more. Mr. Speaker, I think we now have, the NDC now has two-thirds of the House. Mr. Speaker, let me repeat that the National Democratic Congress now, for the first time in a very long time, has two-thirds of this House. Mr. Speaker, with this number, we can do many good things for this country. With this number, we can carry out significant constitutional reforms to make this country better. Ghanaians today have given us all the numbers that we need to reset Ghana. And indeed, Mr. Speaker, I want to assure Ghanaians that what President John Dramani Mahama said when he was being sworn in still stands, that the National Democratic Congress will not abuse the majority given to it by Ghanaians. We will use it wisely, we will use it properly, and we will make sure that these numbers inure to the benefit of Ghanaians. Mr. Speaker, on that note, let me welcome our sister, let me welcome our colleague, and let me assure her that everybody in this chamber on this side is available to help her to find her feet in this House, and very soon we'll be expecting her maiden statement in this House, and we'll be applauding her maiden statement in this House.
The Education Minister Haruna Idrisu has directed the Ghana Education Trust Fund to conduct an audit of all uncompleted school projects nationwide. This directive was made during the swearing-in ceremony of the Accra Technical University Council. He emphasized on the benefits of compiling an inventory of stalled projects to develop a clear plan for their timely completion. Its purpose is to improve the quality of education across the country by ensuring that these projects are finalized and utilized effectively.
Of our country, I'm also aware of a number of uncompleted projects in the school. I've asked GhanaTalks to give us an inventory of the uncompleted projects across the country in order that we'll have a plan to get it. And I'm sure, Professor Abuchi, your law will come at play when you have governments or presidents not respect the tenets of Article 35, I'm sure some or 8, where successive governments are required by the Constitution to complete and continue ongoing projects. That was not the case in many instances, and there are many uncompleted GhanaTalks projects, some dating back 2012, 2014, that remains uncompleted. That comes as cost to the state and cost to the taxpayer, and even now when you ask the contractors to go to site, they'll be struggling to bear the cost variations, and it may not even reflect contract terms and contract values. we essentially, I know you are having, the school is having an admin block, which is almost 85% complete. We will support you to get that done.
You heard from the Education Minister Haruna Idrisu. Moving on, Member of Parliament for Doma East Yautano has expressed support for the shoot-to-kill approach in the fight against illegal mining. He believes the approach will serve as a strong deterrent to curb the menace of Galamsey. The Member of Parliament stands aligns with growing concerns about the devastating impact of illegal mining on deforestation, water pollution and loss of diversity.
Shema kuma say nipa da sani yes ensuo enseno we say da ene na mese no yes cocoa farm enseno we say da ene na mese wo mo kwa ka say ye kan say entu but bia wutu no eno ne koye adwuma ho we say mempene sa enti na me support shoot and kill no those within the red zone kill them all those that are sophisticated that they have na independence are here no say ebi omo na mo be omo wi election here is straight bullet e ko be mo wi kakra be wu but kill them. If you don't kill them, they continue to do this thing. Let's kill those energy. In conclusion, energy I'm not a Qatar base 20 something. So
last week
yeah, they were able to take about retrieve about 3 bodies. But I survived, but the 20 more I can almost say they were still under the ground. I don't know what has happened here. In fact, when they die like this, if we are shot them and come out with that you doing. So let's kill them. But almost or say or being quiet in the next 100 years. So such people must be eliminated from our midst. You understand? IGP, congratulations, Mr. President, congratulations. But the state of emergency we are all expecting. Please try and implement it. Defense and Interior. I'm also more yamadi. Police no na
in business, effective Tuesday, July 22nd, all shipping companies, terminal operators, freight forwarders, and other port service providers must publish the daily exchange rate they use for billing, either on their website or at their premises. The directive issued by the Bank of Ghana is part of new guidelines on exchange rate application in Ghana's shipping industry to enhance transparency and consistency. According to the guidelines, each invoice must also state the currency of the service, the applied exchange rate, the date of application, and the final amount in either Ghana cedis or US dollars. The Bank of Ghana stressed that exchange rates used for invoicing must be market reflective and not arbitrarily determined. This is expected to address complaints from importers and exporters about unclear and verifying exchange applied by different shipping service providers. In the event of dispute over exchange rate application, customers may first file a formal complaint with the service provider. All players in the shipping sector are required to comply with the Foreign Exchange Act 2006, Act 723, and other relevant regulations. The Bank of Ghana warns that non-compliance with these guidelines could attract administrative sanctions. The guideline will remain in force until they are amended and revoked by the Bank of Ghana. Ghana is likely to end 2025 with an inflation rate in single digits below the Bank of Ghana's revised end 2025 target of 12%, Deloitte has predicted in its West African inflation update. According to the professional services firm, the sustained disinflationary trend gives the Bank of Ghana sufficient headroom to resume its interest rate cut, which could start as its July MPC meeting. Deloitte continued that a combination of fiscal consolidation and further policy adjustment will ensure a sustained decline in inflation in the second half of the year. It, however, warned of upside risk, including ongoing global shocks and tariff adjustment. The 2.45 3.5% increase in electricity tariffs, resulting in higher production costs and prices of goods and services. Again, it expressed worry about the implementation of the 1% fuel levy on petroleum products, as it described it as another upside risk that could increase fuel and transport costs. Ghana's June 2025 inflation declined to 13.7% from 18.4% in the prior month. This was attributed to lower domestic fuel prices, reduced transport costs, a fall in food prices, and the appreciation of the cedi. The month-on-month inflation moved in tandem, with the headline index recording its first monthly deflation of negative 1.2% since August 2024. The food and non-food sub-indices decelerated to 16.3% and 11.4% respectively in the review month. Deloitte said the further decline in inflation widens the positive roll rate of return on investment to 14.3% from 6.2% in June 2024, using the monetary policy rate as a benchmark. Of the 13 inflation divisions, transport was the only division to record a negative inflation rate of negative 8.5% from 19% in June 2024, reflecting the decline in domestic fuel prices and transport costs. Out of the top 5 largest contributors to inflation in June, only the insurance and financial services segment recorded an increase from a year ago. On a monthly basis, house and water, electricity, gas and other fuels, and information communication recorded an increase to 24.9% and 10.4% from 21.6% respectively in the month of May. This could be an indication of rising utility costs. To sports, Kumasi Asante Kotoko Sporting Club have unveiled members of its playing unit that will be part of the team's contingent in South Africa scheduled to compete in the Toyota Cup. Kotoko are set to take on South African giant Kaizer Chiefs in the year's Toyota Cup on Saturday, July 26th, and the Porcupine Warriors have announced a 25-man list to compete in the game. The squad announcement was made on Tuesday, July 22nd, and comes in the wake of Kotoko announcing its captains from the upcoming season. Kotoko's traveling party is headlined by the likes of goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara, Peter Midu, Emmanuel Antwi, Kwame Opoku, Albert Amwa, and recently signed Zakaria Fuseni, Joseph Amwa, and Lord Hilary. Head coach Abdul Karim Zito, who had the interim tag on his role removed and replaced by permanent deal that runs for 2 years, will lead the team in the pre-season friendly as Kotoko prepares to compete in the CAF Confederation Cup. Still on sports, Ghana national women's football team midfielder Jennifer Kujo has tagged the upcoming years as a huge one for the development of young players in the team. The Venturian midfielder made this comment after Ghana's 4-2 loss in a penalty shootout to Morocco in the semi-finals of the 2024 CAF Women's AFCON. Ghana missed the opportunity to return to the finals of the Continental Championship since last doing so in 2006 and will fight for the bronze medal against South Africa on Friday, July 25th. After seeing Ghana miss several chances to beat Morocco, the 31-year-old midfielder stated that the loss hurt a lot, but described the immediate future of the Black Queens as a huge one for young players in the team to develop. The more we play games, the more we develop, the more closer we get, and that's how it is going to get us to the next level. And players also pushing each other and working hard to be better. I believe that the next few years will be really huge for the young players that are coming up, Kujo said. In showbiz, Emmanuel Odro, popularly known in hip life music circle as Mr. Odro, is now a certified pharmacist in the United States of America. In an interview, Mr. Odro revealed that he took a break from music to pursue higher education. I decided to go to school. I have a Doctor of Pharmacy degree. I've been practicing in the United States since 2017, he said. Mr. Odro earned a Doctor of Pharmacy degree. He shared that his passion for medicine was sparked at a young age. At the age of 12, my uncle, who is a medical doctor, brought books for me on medication to read. He recounted, though he has not returned fully to music, Dr. Odro has found a creative way to blend his artistic and scientific words. He now uses elements of music and poetry to promote health awareness and discipline. I did not want to get rid of my God-given talent, so I decided to merge my music and rap talent with my earthly acquired Doctor of Pharmacy degree to help the public, he said. Dr. Odro rose to fame in the early 2000s during the height of Ghana's hip life movement with songs such as Ebiba and Irajwa. He is currently based in the United States of America, where he lives with his wife and 3 children. And that is how we end it on the morning news broadcast. Do well to log on to all social media platforms, as well as logging on to www.GhanaTalksRadio.com for more news updates. Do have a good morning.
Hello worldwide, I'm level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our GhanaTalks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say it. No artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go be spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our GhanaTalks Radio, and you say then our day. Me say download the GhanaTalks Radio app, no, our Play Store, any App Store. Not tune in, and say this is what you see. Baba live on Facebook, Cointakra, any GhanaTalks Radio page, and so now listen. About your fire, 1 year, Konya, Wadding, Jajan.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. GhanaTalks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
Lovely listeners of GhanaTalks Radio, yes, welcome back again to the GhanaTalks Breakfast Show right here on GhanaTalks Radio. Yes, sitting in the chair with me this morning is my beautiful and knowledgeable panelists, Miss Debbie and Miss Regina Bliss. Yes, so before the main discussion comes to play, we just want to do 1 or 2 stories before the main discussion comes up. Miss Debbie, you're welcome once again. I love your coat.
It should be.
Miss Regina, you're welcome again.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know you were going to take breakfast, but you know I had to bring you.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
The porridge is getting cold.
The kinky is getting cold.
Oh, I see. Someone is having porridge and someone is having kinky. Of course, it's a breakfast show. Yeah. Diversity.
Call me Keshito.
Wachi.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Hello, Coco Kekosi.
Coco Kekosi.
Yeah.
All right. So, Miss Regina, what do you have for us?
Okay, so we all know that micro mini minority leader Afenyo Macken, his position at ECOWAS has been given to deputy minority leader. She goes by the name Patricia, but unfortunately she has rejected ECOWAS Parliament nomination.
Wow.
So I read, Deputy Minority Leader Patricia has declined her inclusion in Ghana's reconstituted delegation to the ECOWAS Parliament, describing the move as procedurally irregular, politically damaging, and lacking consultation. The Speaker of Parliament on Monday, July 2022, she objected to her nomination as a replacement for Minority Leader Alexander Kwamena Afenyo Macken, who is currently serving a valid term as Deputy Speaker in the ECOWAS Parliament. I was neither consulted nor did I give my consent to be considered as a replacement for the Minority Leader, she said. At no point have I expressed any intention to replace my leader, and I am particularly concerned that this development appears to be calculated effort to cause division between myself and my leader. Wow.
So Nora.
Until we as a superiority via BIM.
Or she has been threatened.
Yeah.
Oh, you think? No,
yeah.
I don't think she has been
she
threatened. But maybe, perhaps, I wouldn't say it's conflict of interest or something. But in my opinion, I think, this is actually the minority leader. And then he has been taken off. And then the next person they are bringing in is the deputy. Assuming it was you, how would you feel?
Yeah, and from what she's saying, I think, with my personal opinion, I think it's valid because she was not consulted.
Yes,
she was not asked
nothing.
whether truly she needs that position or she's interested in that position. And it would be like, what your leader have, Winnie, and that is what you want. So I feel there needs to be communication first between these two parties before she accepts any position.
But did they by any chance mention why Afenyo was removed?
Nah.
Maybe they've seen him misbehaving in Parliament.
They didn't. But it's sad.
It's sad.
Kwame
At
Na.
least they should look for somebody far from
Exactly.
Afenyo. Deputy. And they sit together too.
Oh.
The deputy there, yes, because if the majority, so let's pick it like maybe majority leader, minority leader. If they're second the majority leader, definitely the deputy will have to replace the majority.
But here lies the
It's
case.
just like a president and a vice president.
There should be an instance where Afenyo has come out to declare himself is no longer interested. Or he has said, I want to resign. So I'm giving that position to my deputy.
I think that is fair. But looking at how the statement was read, removed, I said like they fired him or something.
Something of
Over
that
fired,
sort.
they are fired now. Maybe they've pointed out or they've realized some things he's doing. You yourself, many people, you know what this man is doing.
Oh no, but he's putting the NDC on their toes.
Oh, but at least it's
You
getting
know, you
too
need to
much.
accept criticism.
It's getting too much. The woman, they've won her back door because even you'll be happy. It's like they are giving you promotion. But someone is warning you. You're going to take me my position whilst I'm alive.
Well, her valid reason for declining the position was that she wasn't consulted.
That is what she will say. That is exactly what she will say. She can't say anything that will
No,
end
but
up
if you are
putting her on
going
the
in
line.
for a position, they even need to interview you to check your capabilities.
Yeah,
If
for
indeed
that.
you are competent enough to handle such a position. And here lies the case. She said they didn't consult her, nothing. And then was it an email she received?
Okay, so here she's saying that. However, she argued that Afenyo Macken's removal is both unjustified and unlawful. Citing ECOWAS rules, she emphasized that members of the regional parliament serve fixed 4-year terms and can only be removed under specific circumstances, such as resignation, appointment to executive office, or disqualification. none of which apply in Afenyo Makin's case. Any attempt to replace him violates ECOWAS statutes.
That word.
So it means I feel like he has to come out to talk. He has to say something, because from what she's saying, or should I say unlawfully sacked?
Unlawfully sacked.
Yeah.
But wait, who is sacking him?
ECOWAS
is sacking him. Yeah, so it's like
we shouldn't put it as sack. It looks so I don't know.
Like
I said like why baby Bonnie and when he hear like the case,
but I'm sure there is a reason for him being sacked and then
him being removed.
Him being removed and then picking his deputy to replace him. But the woman neglecting it, there's more to that. There's more to that.
Wow. Any other thing?
Nope.
Okay, so I found this news story also. NDC's parliamentary supermajority poses risks if misused. NDC's parliamentary supermajority. You know, now in parliament, NDC has 2/3 of it, and that's super majority. That means that they get to make decisions with or without the minority. And they are saying that it's going to pose a risk. That
minority for or it's a general consent from someone.
It's a general consent from someone. Okay. The executive director of the African Center for Parliamentary Affairs. Yes.
I think I do agree, because when some people attain power, they tend to misuse it. So since NDC have the upper hand in parliament, they should make sure that whatever decision they take should go in favor of the people, and also should go in favor of themselves also. They shouldn't say because we have upper hand we would tend to disrespect the minority, because with or without them we can still take decisions. So they should make sure that decisions or decision making comes from both sides. They all debate on it, they all accept it, that oh yes, this is it. But Ebiana Obiante said that is where voting comes in. Majority carries the votes. So if you vote and majority wins, fine. If you lose, fine. So I do agree, because these people, they tend to misuse power a lot. Because we have the power, let's do this, let's bring this, let's do that. So they should be careful.
All right, Ms. Debbie, do you think they are going to misuse that power they have now
in a way
as super majority?
If they allow themselves, they can use it. It's like
we'll vote them
you
out.
being given too much power. Like when pride sets in, when pride begins to set in, you begin to do things and then you feel like you're right. So with it shouldn't get too much into the head of the majority, that they now holds the majority in parliament, so they can actually do whatever you want. 4 years is just like sleeping today and they're waking up tomorrow.
Yeah. The speaker told
Irabna yesterday.
4 years is like a day.
It's like a day.
So
if you feel like you've gotten the power, you can do anything you want. You just take the MPP for example. Don't go for, just take them for example. The same way they boot them out, they will boot you two out.
Oh yes.
And they'll go for someone
no government can get everything right.
Exactly. So this is a very big opportunity for you to prove to them that although we still have this 2/3, we are going to do things that will favor you, bring laws that will favor you, cancel things that will not go into your favor, and not to misuse it and abuse people. If not, they will just be counting the days for you. And then when the D-Day, not even a single word, not even campaign, because during the campaign we saw people sharing food in Accra, they voted against them. I don't need the ABD, but when we get there, we need development, and we are going to vote for someone that will bring development, not someone that will give us food.
Exactly. So please, the NDC, right now that you have the opportunity of having the super majority in parliament, that doesn't give you the mandate to misuse it, but rather make good decision. And this shouldn't be like a yardstick to even sideline the minority in parliament. It should be a collective body to make a collective decision. Yeah, I think in the absence of any other submission, we will bring this short section to a close. Then we'll be coming up with the main discussion. Please stick and stay with us.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues,
entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide. I'm level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry Brell. Our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. No on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say no artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go be spit fire now. Listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio, and yes, say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app, no, our Play Store, any App Store. No tune in, and say this is what you see. Baba live on Facebook, Cointakra, any Ghana Talks Radio page, and this now. Listen, I be your fire. 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
This is Ghana Breakfast Show, your morning companion. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, and a good morning to you wherever you are listening to us and watching us from. My name is Pakwesi Omare, and we are set to deliver to you your best breakfast meal. Now in the studios today, on the usual, on Wednesdays as we do it, having the NPP and the NDC reps in the studio, my political twins Peter and Paul, they are all set and we are ready to deliver to you. Log on to our website www.GhanaTalksRadio.com, and also all our social media platforms, very active there at Ghana Talks Radio. Our phone lines and our WhatsApp line is 0202544614. You can join us on all these platforms and get interactive with us on the conversations we are about to delve in. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Murray.
Yeah, Baby Dubium.
Yeah.
Maybe I will go there.
Nano Saturday, maybe of course, MPP conference for the whole week. I was at the hospital trying to attend to my brother.
Me pacho Uniano Okuta post ben our party because a delegate conference. My
brother was given an invitation. He though he's not a party executive, he was given an invitation.
By who?
Because the MPP as a party, the national delegate conference in Lancaster is not more than 30,000. But if you look at the stadium filled now, it was about 10,000. So the question we ask is, was it for only delegates? No, it was for people that the party executive think they can come and say yeah to whatever they want to do. And my brother was part of those people, and he was not lucky when Ken and his team was entering. There was a bit of hitches at the gate, and my brother was giving a dirty blow at his mouth. And for the whole week we've been at the hospital.
When Ken was entering there, There was
yes, at the entrance.
By a security officer or by who?
Between Ken team and the party security at the gate, because
which of the gates? Which of the gates?
I'm talking about. I wasn't there, but I'm talking about when Ken was entering.
You're speaking based on hearsay.
I'm not speaking
based on hearsay. Let's question.
I'm coming. What I'm saying is, Ken entered. Yeah. When Ken was entering, they tried to prevent him and his team entering.
It's false. Whatever you're saying is false.
I'll show you.
No,
a video.
you were not on ground. Mr. Murray, let me clarify this.
Clarify.
Ken
so how come my brother was giving a blow?
Ken was entering, but you know one thing: you cannot enter without an accreditation. Yeah. So sometimes you might be the candidate, you might be the person having the accreditation, but those following you might not have accreditations. So they will have to stay behind, get the accreditation before they can enter. So because I'm entering and I'm moving with my friends or my brothers and they don't have accreditation, I have to let them, the spirit have to let them all enter. No, we can't do it that way.
So that was the reason why there was a bit of
we can't do it that way.
So are you trying to say
so even me when I got it, I didn't get my accreditation at home.
So
I got it at the center.
Even said Ken was trying to enter with a donkey, but it was a sick donkey. So on the way that's not the main. Whether the donkey was sick, whether the donkey was healthy, that's not a concern. Our main concern is that we had a successful delegate conference, and let me see a conference where people were. My brother, who's not a party executive, was giving accreditation. You can say because that conference they have was for a purpose. And the main purpose.
So the question is, who gave him the accreditation?
Is that the accreditation was signed by the national secretary?
So who handed it to him? That's the question.
He was given
by who?
I can't mention. I can't disclose.
Then let's question. No, your brother should be clear with you. I got accreditation from the organizer.
The problem I have
from this.
No.
The problem you're based on a hearsay.
The problem I have with the MPPs. A delegate conference that can contain 3,000. And there's a difference between a normal.
You're in there to count the numbers.
No,
so
no. We know the capacity of the stadium. And the stadium was full.
No, half the other side. There
was a side
that was empty.
I was happy when after Baumia spoke, he moved around to greet delegates to tell them the message of Yetwaso.
You'll be happy, and then let me say one thing. The majority of the people who are going to vote in the presidential primaries weren't there. The majority of them weren't there. You get it? Yeah. The base itself.
No. That's the base.
No. The base is the polling station executives.
Okay. Yes. And then send these
people to come and start. The base is the polling station executives.
And these are coordinators.
You can have, maybe I might be a constituency officer. My interest or I might support Ken, but maybe my polling station, those there might be for Baumia. It's different. So whatever you are saying, and even me, I'm for Ken. But when Baumia is passing, at least he's a party member, and I'll cheer him up. When Brian came, I cheered him up. Okay. Because we are not enemies. We are all one people. You get it?
But let me ask this.
Yeah.
I mean, you were there, I was there.
Yeah.
We saw each other and all that. Why was Baumia allowed to speak? And the other.
Let me clarify this. He's the former vice president. He's the former vice president of this country.
Was he there as a vice president?
As a former vice president.
Because he spoke as a candidate. He spoke as a candidate.
Even the former president, Nanado, was being called online. Yeah. And he didn't speak.
So he was not there in person?
Yeah, he wasn't there in person. He was in UK.
Hey, this is serious.
Then Nanado was in UK.
No, but what I'm saying is, what is more important than the party that brought you to power for 8 good years? No, this is serious.
He was in UK.
This is unfounded.
He was in UK. Let me land. When I'm done, you can talk. You used to go. Let me land. When I'm done, you can talk. He was in UK. Former President Kufuor was also in UK.
Yes,
both of them were in UK. So President Nado spoke. After the vice also came, the former vice also came to speak. That's it. It ends there. We are not going to give chance for Brian, Ken, and
please.
The
spokesperson of Ken and Japan came out to say that they were informed they would speak, but when they went, they were not given the chance.
Nobody was informed. Please. Let me applaud.
Your vice chairman have come to apologize.
Let me applaud
our
general secretary.
Hey,
our general secretary, Mr. Justin.
This guy is changing. He's changing the baton.
He did a very good job.
He's moving away from
Ken. The amendments in the constitution. Yeah. About 56 proposals. Yeah. We accepted about 54 of them.
Yes.
And then squashed about just 2. And then the 2 that we squashed were in the right direction.
And the thing, those who voted were not the right people to vote.
The 2 that were squashed, because whatever we were there, we had the book in front of me, and I read through it before even they started the voting. And in fact, the motion 17, and there is a motion 54. Yeah, those 2 motions that were squashed. Is it 54, 50, 44 or something? I've forgotten the year. The motion that cuts the age of the organizer to 35. Yeah. That motion, even before we were entering, we all agreed that this motion, because we cannot hand the youth wing of the party to someone who's even 35 years, because at least you have to go through the constituency level, learn, get some experience, or even go through regional level and go through experience before you can come in.
Before that,
Some JFE is not the organizer. Some JFE
is a communication officer.
So
and he has
Pablo is more than 40 years.
No.
So what are you trying to do? Pablo is more than 40 years. So
the MPP don't believe in the youth.
Pablo is more than 40 years.
MPP as a party don't believe in the youth.
Pablo is more than 40 years.
You don't believe in the youth.
So we what
35 can do the job.
We want people with experience to handle the job. Okay. International communities can have their youth age from maybe 24 to 35.
So you 70 years can be.
But we said up to 40. Okay. That's what we proposed. Okay. We squashed the 35 to 40. Initially it was 40. So let them bring back the 40. We don't want it in 35. At least by 40, you can go through some constituency youth organizer or youth organizer before you can get there. So that at least you can get some experience. 35 is like me come this and I'm saying youth organizer and China say me cry no. Me can't we no be you get it. So I applaud Justin Feponkodia. In fact, did very good work. And also let me.
This is the only Ken guy I'm seeing.
Let me also greet Kwame Bekoin of Project Bawi. In fact, he was there and he charged the police. In fact, when the delegates saw him, in fact, the educator delegates were charged.
Hey.
When Kwame Bekoin,
hey.
They were charged. In fact, I went there. I went inside with him. And then I saw how the Greater Accra delegates were cheering him up. I was like, Kwame,
but like we're going to win. I applaud Nanabi. Nanabi too have done a good job.
You cannot tell me who to applaud them.
No. This guy, guy is in pick and choose. Nanabi worked very well, but it's just that the Blue Army disrespected him.
Oh, please, that's not my issue. That's not what I'm talking about here. So, the party has amended our constitution, and it's in the right direction. Okay. Yeah, right now we are going to have 5 electoral area coordinators. All right. Yeah. And it's in the good direction.
So how many will you have?
Just 1. Every electorate has 1 coordinator.
So now every
electoral area is going to have 5.
5.
Yeah, the chairperson, the secretary, organizer, communication, and research. Okay. And also, we've also separated the research officer from the elections officer. Initially, it was just 1 research and elections officer. Okay. But now we have officer for research and officer for elections.
Thanks for learning from us.
And also, the communications officers are going to be elected. They're not going to be appointed. Okay. Do you know one thing? People normally appoint their favorites. They don't usually check about the competency or whatever, but they just appoint their favorites to be communication officer. Okay. You get it in the at the regional level, at the constituency level, at national level, because we don't elect them. But right now, if you want to be a communication officer for the party, whether at national level, whether at the regional level, whether at the constituency level, you are going to be elected. Okay. So based on this, people are going to elect competent people to lead the communication team of the party at all levels. And then
this was against Osubempa, your communication director, and
he is not. We've appointed people severally.
No, that guy you hit him.
Nana Kumi and the rest were all appointed, but now we want to elect. Amendment has come, and then we are here to elect them, and it's in the right direction. I'm not mentioning anybody's name.
Oh no,
I'm not throwing any shade to anybody. But what I know is that it's in the right direction to elect the communication officers for the party.
Is Abronya still part of your party?
Abronya is under suspension. Let him serve his suspension period. I don't have anything.
He's a senior member of your party.
He can be.
Don't say he can. He is.
If he is, it's up to him and doesn't go there to track that whatever. That's not my concern. And then we are in a position and we still need people. Okay. I listened to Justin Kodua on Asempa on Obi's saying, and he made it clear that for now you can be saying whatever you want. You can be throwing jabs and other things because of internal contest. Yeah. But just remember, after 31st January, when we are done with the internal primaries, the presidential primaries, and we have one candidate, anyone who tries, anyone who to go against the constitution of the party will be dealt with. In fact, the neutrality.
But I mean, I'm praying Ken will not win, because if Ken wins, the tape dossier I have.
So as an NDC member, why would you be happy Ken should win? So that you can just play all those things.
No,
you're an NDC member.
I'm playing a devil advocate. You don't know what I mean is I'm for Ken. Me, I like Ken. But the problem is the dossier that I have on videos that Abani has is that his dubious businesses, and I'm hoping you come out.
They can bring all out, and then Ken is not somebody who's hiding from this country. He's walking around, and whatever. So what about their legend about dubious business or whatever?
We are not saying it's an all party member.
So Abronya can just file a case against him if only can just report him to Yeko or whatever that Ken is having some dubious businesses in this country. No, we don't have a problem. The man is working freely, and then you're just making allegations. No, we are doing politics, but we don't go that way.
Omari, yes, sir. One important thing we need to take notice. Yeah. The likes of Abonye should be taken out of Ghana politics.
Why?
They should not be entertained.
Why?
It's very easy destroying, saying things about people, but it's not easy to come back and say whatever I said was a lie. Okay. And the reason why sometimes I don't have sympathy for Ken is that Ken have also done same to people.
Okay.
People have died because of Ken. Some statement he made about people.
Okay.
And this same Abonye, years back when he was making allegation, the likes of Asante Regional Chairman, who is now automatically the national chairman of the MPP.
Practically, how can you say this? We have a first vice and second vice.
Oh no!
Please don't come here and be saying things that
he is coming.
He is coming, but don't say he's maybe if he wins.
No,
if
win.
So after winning, after winning, you can call him the chairman.
No.
But for now, we have the chairman. Even if the chairman
is the national chairman of the MPP,
the chairman is sick. We have the first vice and second vice and third vice is who are going to be in place. Sure. So just let's we have the first vice, Chairman Bute.
No.
Second vice,
I don't even know him.
Second vice, Mr. Asobare. And then third vice. Now, do I know all your chairpersons?
Yes.
I don't know all your chairpersons.
All NDC executives are known.
The only chairperson I know in the party is Abanga NDC, who is now involved in Galamsey, who's now sending people to go and take money from small scale miners. That's the only chairperson I know in the NDC.
Thank God. You know a chairperson.
At least no Chairman Bugat. At least no Chairman Bugat.
I don't know him.
You know Chairman TV3.
I don't know him.
Okay.
The chairman who during 2024 cannot even defend party policies.
All right.
Don't go there, please.
That's fair.
At least my chairman is not. None of my chairman was involved in the Galamsey.
One of your chairman told the party is going to get them buses. As at now, none of the constituents have the bus.
He's a former chairman. He's a former chairman.
Let's get into the conversations for the day. Let's get into the conversations for the day.
You allow this guy to speak for more than 30 minutes.
Are you being interjecting? Like, oh my.
Please allow me to talk.
But please, Mr. Mari, today when someone is speaking, please make sure allow the person to speak.
You know, and that is what I'm coming to. That's what I'm coming to.
So allow me to also have my intent.
Please, let me speak.
Yes.
Today,
yes.
When you're regulated your time, and I'm going to regulate the time fairly.
Okay.
1 second, cramp will be here.
Okay.
If you have anything to say about something, you keep it till the person is done. When your time is given, you fix it in that time. Say it and then add your.
The only thing I don't want, my mother will always lie, and
if he's lying, that is his time. When you have your time, you state out the truth.
Do you know one thing? There's an online radio, it's an online TV that people watching might not have stable network. So if you allow somebody to lie,
they do. your party said you fixed every network.
No, it's not every.
So they do have.
stable
No,
network.
but
They
but
do have stable.
Now
So-
people can buy
They
data.
do have
Data is
stable.
cheap.
People can buy
They
data.
do
Data
have
is cheap.
network.
It's cheap, but
The network is
the,
stable.
the speed at it runs. Buy data right now. Somebody bought a data. The 399 or 399 distance.
Yeah.
Later, like, within 2 weeks, the person was complaining.
That.
We did when 214 gig no. We didn't when I want to take a home. Half cool.
As a person, what was he downloading?
Okay.
Then kwan.
Okay.
You didn't allow me to.
gentlemen,
Oh, you didn't allow me
please,
to.
when you have your time, you
My brother, you are serious here. They are very serious here, please.
Your party just went to unsuccessful congress and you don't want me to talk about it. No, sometimes let's be fair.
We spoke about the donkey and the rest.
Is it true?
In 2018, an issue came up.
Yes.
About the banking sector in Ghana here.
Yes.
And the government then took it upon himself to do a banking cleanup.
Yes.
Because of some irregularities that were discovered in the banking sector. The issue has been in court since 2018.
Not just 2020, I think 2020.
It began in 2018.
The cleanup.
Somebody's phone.
The cleanup was in 2018, but I think the charges and the prosecution started in 2020.
Yeah, I'm actually
talking about the cleanup.
The entire thing, so that and so we've been on it, and some of the people involved in this case are party affiliates to the NDC government. This is something we can't take out because that brings us to why this is a public concern.
But I will not allow you to.
Let me finish.
I will not allow you to make that statement.
No.
They are not. Who are NDC members?
So I tell you, how do for a former finance minister,
don't do that.
Someone who wanted to even contest.
Who is coming for?
Apart from Commando, for the 7 of them.
So he says some of them. So he says some of them. It didn't say all of them.
1 out of 7.
It's still some.
Even if it's half out of them, it's some.
Okay. Okay, let me allow.
So yes, as I was saying earlier, this was an issue that we were looking for an outcome through a court prosecution, because the things that were discovered, some were money laundering, some were misappropriation of funds, some that we could even term it as thefts. So we were looking really forward to that. And fast forward, just yesterday, the Attorney General comes out to say that there is no interest by the state in this issue anymore, because they believe that by negotiations with the accused persons, the agreement they've come to with, they're saying they are going to pay about 60% of it and all that, a somewhat a laudable agreement, and so the state shouldn't waste much more time and resources on this particular issue again. Now with this same issue, we have another person still in prison.
Atuosian.
Yes. Wasn't Atuosian part of this?
Though based on this, and also discharged Atuosian from prison.
But then the main issue is this, Peter.
Yeah.
We all speak of corruption in this country. We all know how. Just in 2024, look at the amount of money we lost as a country through corruption. And if issues of corruption are being handled by the courts, which we should see come to an end successfully with a prosecution, which also could deter other people from going the same trend when they come into power or when they have such positions to handle, and then we go into acquitting such cases based on whatever reasons we think are laudable, is this not going to set a precedent? Because first of all, the leading name in this accusation is a known NDC member. He's a known party affiliate.
So if your party comes to power and your party person is standing trial and you use some format to just acquit them, is this going to set a good precedence going forward? Because day in, day out, these things are possibly going to happen again. Now, if it doesn't happen in your party, it happens in another person's party, and his person is standing trial, and he comes to power, and he says, "Oh, some party were on more crime on crop for Moma will say, yes, we use the same precedent. Yeah, the job so and so percent." What does this speak about our judicial system and our governance in as a whole? And I will take you first because it is under your.
Okay, thank you very much. First, I'll greet our audience, especially to the good people of Offenso South. Our MC, he's doing very well. To our party chairman and other executives and the entire constituency. I also greet the good people of Okre constituency, especially the DCE and the parliamentary candidate Honorable Oredu and other party executive like Confusion, that is the organizer. First, I want to put it on record that those owners of those banks are not all NDC. And I would say, even if you are talking about the lead member, somebody who was well affected by this whole policy, it's not Dr. Dufour, it's rather Parkwesi Indum. The question is, what was the basis for the case level against them? If you remember, at in the 170 the J sentence, around 2022 Ghana, that before his bank was collapsed, the then finance minister approached him for him to sell his bank to him. So the question is, if the bank was not in good standing, would the finance minister go and buy debt? If the bank was not in good standing, do you think the finance minister was ready to go and buy debt? No. The MPP 8 years, the last 8 years was slavery. That people came in to really capture state property and make only Achems rich. And with that instance, anybody they see you as a threat, they fight you. If you remember, all rich men during that 8 years suffered. Especially rich men who were not known NPP members, all of them suffered. A time came, even Japan came out to say that his companies are struggling. Because they attack companies, people they think they are making money. Because let me tell you something. What Parkwesi Indum was doing was serious. Because Parkwesi Indum was able to build a bank in every district in Ghana. And that was something they fear. Because bank control the system. So what I'm saying is, even if corruption cases mostly causing financial loss to the state, the main aim of the state is not the imprisonment. There's one thing we need to bear in mind. When somebody embezzles state fund and the state main aim is just to imprison the person, then people will be ready to be corrupt so that they will go and serve jail sentence and still come back and enjoy their money.
So what is the aim of the state?
The aim of the state is to get our monies back. Because the issue is
just last week.
Good.
The same court of this state.
Yes.
A court in this state.
Yes.
Sentenced someone.
Yes.
7 years in imprisonment.
For
stealing.
For stealing.
Yes.
Yes.
And why wasn't the person also given the platform to return?
Do you know one thing? These are things that we need to understand. You know, if currently myself and Ken Japan have a same issue, they will consider Ken Japan more than me.
And do you think that is a fair thing?
It's fair.
It's fair.
Yes,
really.
I'm coming. I'm coming. There are things that we need to. Legality and English is not the same. Let me tell you something. So I'm asking you, if somebody take the state funds or pick any state or embezzle any state fund, and you just imprison the person to go to prison for 20, 30 years, and the person comes back, and the person still come and enjoy the booty, what does it mean? People are ready to serve jail sentence. Let me tell you something. If you are
Atuesian.
Yeah, Atuesian.
After serving his jail sentence,
yes,
is he still going to pay his money?
And that is not a wise decision. It's not a wise decision.
Oh, I'm asking a question.
For that, I don't really know much about his, the way the judgment went. But what I'm saying is, if he's just serving jail sentence, that is not wise. Let me give you a typical example. I'm somebody like Agada. If the state thinks he have used dubious means to acquire this property, the houses, the cars, and we should take them away from him.
And give it to who?
And the state should take it.
Why should they? Agada didn't fraud the state. She frauded citizens of
so we should pay them back.
Okay. Then these banks.
Yes.
These people stand trial.
These people stand trial. The case is different because per what the state said, the NPP government told us when they came to power in 2016, they told us the NDC as a party gave money to this bank when they saw the banks were collapsing. And after giving this money to this bank, some of them did not invest the money into the bank. Okay. They used it for other businesses.
Okay.
But the issue is, somebody like Dr. Kabdandufo, the amount that the state was saying he owned, if you also compare the amount the state owned him, you can, if you own me and I also own you, tell me, because I own you, I need to pay. But I forgot you also own me. Because the state, through, the contractor through the state, borrowed from his banks.
When the state borrowed,
yes,
whatever the state said it was going to use the money for,
yes,
did the state use it for that purpose? Or
yes,
it used it.
They've not paid,
but it used it. It used it for that purpose.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
So
when the state also gave the monies to
yes, yes,
whatever he said he was going to use it for, did he use it for that?
That one I can't. I don't have document. I can't speak to that.
Have you really listened to the charges labeled against them?
The charges labeled against somebody does not mean the person is till a court of competent jurisdiction pronounce judgment.
So if the court should pronounce judgment,
the
and
court
we are
not
not allowing the court to pronounce the
I'm
judgment.
coming.
We come in and say that.
Gentlemen, I will not allow you to go that tangent. If the case started in 2020, MPP government left power just 4 years, just 7 months ago. From 2020 to 2024 was 4 years. If really the state have a case against them, they should prosecute them. They only had a case.
Peter,
I'm coming.
Peter, wait.
Yes.
You shouldn't go to this tangent because now you are implicating what you are saying.
I'm not implicating.
Okay, so hear me.
At least they have something against him.
Yesterday, did you listen to the press?
The press about what?
About this case when they said they were no more going to.
The press can still give. People can give their document.
It is coming from the Attorney General's office.
The Attorney General, yes. What was it?
What he said, they had a case against them.
So
that is why we are.
You are not getting the point. The point I'm making is
no. That point you are making is that if the state really had a case against them,
yes,
then during the
in that 4 years they should prosecute them.
By there have been people.
But the Attorney General's office, the Attorney General,
yes,
appointed by your president,
yes,
says the case does have.
He never.
And please, said we can still open the case.
Please,
any time, any day.
Oh God,
Peter.
Let's try. Let me tell you something. That story, most of the media houses the print medias who publish the story, if you listen to the heading and you read the
Peter, I'm not speaking about anything from the media. I have what the Attorney General said here.
I'm not. I'm coming. The Attorney General never said. I'm coming. He never said all the 7 of them or the 8 of them all own the state. He says some of them own the state and they are ready to pay 60%. This same group of people were arrested or cases were leveled against them together with Atuesian. Atuesian, maybe based on the magnitude of his case, was sentenced. While the other people were still fighting the government because you own them. You can't tell me you owe me 100 cedis, But you own me by 356. What's my side than what I own you?
Peter. Okay. You have it. But Peter, kindly wrap it up for me.
No, allow me to talk.
Yeah, you kindly wrap it up for me.
What I mean is, the state is interested in getting our monies more than imprisoning people.
Okay.
You can imprison somebody for 10 years, 20 years, but that same person will come back and enjoy the booty.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. Right from the days of Nkrumah till now, a lot of politicians have served jail sentences, come back and still enjoy the state property. So what I think is, this government have changed that tone. Even some MPP appointees that have been arrested. If you take your time, what the Attorney General did yesterday, it's not something new.
Okay.
Have you heard a national service? They started paying the money.
Okay.
There was no need sentencing that lady.
All right.
Somebody who took about 7,000 people their allowance for years. So if you sentence this person, do you think you said you punish the person too much? No. The children will still be enjoying the money. Last time I got that said the first child is doing law.
Peter, do you know that?
Yes.
Do you know that? We have a sentence.
Yes.
Where you can still refund and serve a sentence.
If I said not to refund, I can still. Anytime there is in our laws, take your time. That's why I say we should. This issue we need a lawyer to help us. Let me tell you something. Even in our laws, anytime you are asked to pay an amount in court, it also comes with a sentence. Either you pay 10 cedis or you serve 10 years.
This is not a fine. Peter, this is not a fine.
Yes, but do you know
fining them,
gentlemen? Do you know a lot of these politicians, their properties are not in their name. But if you ask them to refund, they will tell you family members will help me to pay.
Okay, all right.
I know somebody, I don't want to mention his name. I'm coming. I know somebody, I don't want to mention his name. The person was a government appointee. And when he was a government appointee, he used his brother's name to buy a very nice house. After he bought that house, he was removed from office. When he was removed from office and he went back to take the property, the brother told him he doesn't own him any property. And I'm telling you, he and his brother became enemies for now they've all died. What I mean is, when people embezzle, and there is a way for them to pay, and these people, they were still in court, they never agreed to whatever the president was saying or whatever the government was saying the last 4 years. They never agreed. They were still in court fighting their own battles. But this new government think there is a way that we have win-win approach to this issue. The win-win is, instead of you prolonging the case in court, let them pay if there is a need for them to pay, so that the state will get some funds and work with. Okay. Than thinking we are going to sentence these people 10, 20 years, they will come back and still enjoy the money.
All right. Thank you. Paul.
Yeah, Mr. Mary, good morning once again. And good morning to the good people of Amasaman. Good morning to Commander Prince Obeng, the Greater Accra Regional Organizer. And also, good morning to my former MP, Honorable Lakwesi Osu Efrifa Mensa.
Okay.
Yeah. Mr. Mary, this is very worrying. You know one thing about this cleanup exercise in the banking sector that happened in 2018. This current government and the president promised to do a forensic audit to investigate whatever that happened in the banking sector.
Sure.
The cleanup. So my question is the government done with the investigation? We don't know. The government is not even done with the investigation to know whatever that happened. Because he informed us that he would do a forensic audit investigation. Then we have not heard any report about on that. And then we've gone ahead to call a case in court and not prosecute. I asked myself, is the government ready to fight corruption? All this noise about oral. Operation recover all loot. They didn't say recover some loot. Recover all loot. and then we are recovering 60%, and I take 40%. Then it means we are encouraging corruption. And I'm a young guy of this country. I'm a young guy, and I'll never support corruption. Whether the person is my government or in another government, I will never and ever support corruption in my life.
Sure.
Now, what you are doing, you are setting a precedent. Let's say now you strike a deal for Honorable Konadu. It's the former finance minister.
No.
Those
are the things I don't want it.
Let me land. When you have you can come in.
His microphone.
You strike a deal for Honorable Konadu.
Yeah.
60-40. Yeah, excuse me, 60-40. So now what I'll say is that, so people in offices now can also loot now, and when they get their turn to prosecute them, they can also bring 60 and just take the 40. It's going to no. What is good for the goose is also good for the gander.
Sure.
I buy the ball, Tetechino, Saba na the ball Banswa, and nobody's above the law. Nobody's above the law. My brother was saying that the government owes Konadu for. My question is, if the government is owed Konadu for, my question is, if the government is owed Konadu for, and Konadu for feels that whatever agreement they went in the loan contract, the government is breaching it. You can just sue the government.
Exactly.
So if you are still in court, so don't make an excuse that because the government is owing me, and so we should just balance it. No. What you did was a criminal offense.
Who did?
No. The agent made it clear that it's a criminal offense. It's a criminal offense, and even we can still open the books.
Sure.
If we think
we can still open the books. My question is, we are fighting corruption. Certain times you should let the court at least decide.
Sure.
At least the risk set in the judicial system. Let Ghanaians feel the risk set in the judicial system. It's like right now. It's like right now we don't have trust in the judicial system again. Because the agent can any time just enter there, pass or withdraw anything.
It's also legal.
You get it, and it's very wrong. We are fighting issue about public causing financial loss to the state or embezzling public funds. You get it, which we all know it's against. Because when we were coming, you made it clear that you are going to fight corruption and fight it very, 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 very well.
Yes, they are fighting.
And now someone who has been in court for corruption.
Don't say someone.
Or for corruption.
A group of people.
I'm mentioning Komnadu Fo's name.
Why?
Whether the other people, I don't know them. He's the only one I can mention his name.
The author of the
so
what to say.
Someone like Komnadu Fo. Was also embezzled public funds.
You have never embezzled public funds. Be careful. No, you are making an allegation that Peter, you can't substantiate.
Peter,
when you're talking, I can also come in. What we are doing, what we are saying, what we are saying, what was the facts? I kept quiet and I was laughing.
Just speak.
What I mean is,
what I mean is, Commander 4 is an NDC member, and due to that, the AG, the Attorney General, has gone in to strike a deal for him. 60-40. What happened to recovering all those loots? What happened to recovering all those loots? No, we should be clear with ourselves.
Sure.
Because now, this president that we are setting, whatever is good for the goose will also be good for the gander.
Okay.
It's simple. I can also embezzle. I can also pay 60% and keep 40%. And then I'll have no. And then I think NDC, whether you are NDC member or NDC whatever, you should have a case. You shouldn't even talk about it. Do you get it? Yeah. Because the fight against corruption it's not dead. The promise they give us about the fight against corruption is dead.
You never tried this.
It's dead. So whatever we tried, at least we know we know Atu is in jail. At least we know Atu is in jail. And then we should be clear with one thing. We should be clear with one thing. Cases can be in court. Cases can be in court for about 8 years, 10 years, 15 years. That doesn't mean there is no case in whatever that's in court.
Okay.
There have been cases that have been court, even land issues that have been court for years. That have been court for years. Doesn't mean the matter of the court doesn't hold any case. No.
Sure.
So don't come and stand and say because maybe 4 years they haven't come out with a verdict. So the matter doesn't hold any case. No. It can be in court for about 7, 8, 10 years, and crime doesn't expire. They can be in court any day, any time. So what I'm saying is that the judicial system, with the reset in the judicial system, if this is the reset, then in fact we are dead. Okay. Because now in the have the two-thirds of the parliament, and now we know they are going to loot. They're going to loot, and then when they are being caught, they can say that I'll just pay 60% and keep the 40% for myself. And this president is going to worry the country. Okay. In fact, it's very worrying. And then any youth of this country should speak against this.
Okay.
I'm even surprised Peter is speaking for this. You should be against this. As a youth of this country, who wants the country war? Who wants the country war? You should speak against this because people are going to loot and pay 60% and keep the 40%. At least if you're able to loot about $100,000 and you pay $60,000 and you keep the 40,000, who loses?
Okay.
Who loses? Because at least when you be home, that can form a buying and the person will loot and make investment. The person will loot and make investment. That will generate profit for him before he even come and pay that loot. The person will even loot the money, build real estates. That will give him more profits before you even come, arrest him or even catch him and tell him to pay the 60%. By then, now making more profit. We are going to make the rich, the people in government richer. We are going to make the people, the appointees in government richer. Instead of letting them know that this, in fact, if you do someone, like two send in jail, and it's always crying. At least, it's always crying. Do you know one thing?
Because
he said he even said ECOWAS should even come in for him so that the president will give him a pardon. So that the president will give him a pardon. Do you think go to prison is an easy thing? Or being in prison is an easy thing? You can talk with an inmate, somebody who has been to prison before. An ex-convict, you can talk with an ex-convict or have a chat with an ex-convict.
So, in this case, what do you think should have been done?
It's either you are recruiting all the money the person looted.
Like recovering
all the money the person looted. Or you're jailing the person, even if 30 years, like your age, if you're about 50 years, never 30 years, can or come no sam.
I'm happy.
Look at it, Okono Sam. With this that we are doing, we are encouraging corruption. One, we are encouraging corruption. And two, we are losing faith in the judicial system.
Okay.
We are losing faith in the judicial system, and it's very, very bad.
Okay.
Very, very bad. And I'm urging every youth of this country to rise against this. If not, those there at the top there, they will make themselves rich.
At the expense
of the country. Okay. Later on, pay 60% of the country and keep the 40%.
Okay.
And which is very, very wrong. And every youth, I'm shocked. Peter is defending this. I'm very, very shocked. Peter, let's make it clear. We are all youth of this country. We are all youth of this country, and we all want the betterment of this country.
Okay.
We all want the betterment. So don't be defending this.
I'm not defending.
So I always say some of the things we did in the opposition. The Delta came to answer us. It's what they're also doing.
Okay.
We are defending everything. We were defending everything. Instead of condemning certain things, we were defending everything, and then this is also doing the same thing now.
Okay.
Whatever is wrong is wrong. Right. And then if the NPP comes to power and they also see that, okay, fine, you're having a case against Kenneth Furata, you're having a case against this, you're having a case against this, so we can also strike a deal. You're 70-30, you're 50-50, and you're in C. Then we can also strike a deal, and we also let them keep whatever they have and then prepay this. Okay. And with that, the government's rather going to lose.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Because we are encouraging corruption.
I think we are.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Omari, seriously, we are trying to talk about something the Deputy Attorney General never said. What he said was that before there will be it doesn't mean they are not taking order 40. Before the government, if you read, I think the fifth paragraph.
Peter, let me ask you something.
Yes, read.
Let me ask you something.
Ask.
And only prosecute.
Yes.
You know that it is the AG is not bound to give any explanation.
Yeah.
Now,
but this
just suppose we ask the AG right now how much of that money has been paid to them.
He says 60% have been paid. Read it. That's why I read the full story.
And when? The question is when? Because
you can't
initially, like I said,
are you sure you are reading?
I'm reading. Read
initially.
Go to this. He said
the question is when? When did they pay that money? And the question is also that have we even done an investigation, the forensic audit on the cleanup side, on the cleanup, on the cleanup at the bank sector?
Do you know the mistake?
You haven't done any investigation. You haven't done the audit hasn't come. No report on the forensic audit.
This thing that we are talking, we have two phases of it.
You're using power. You're abusing power. It's just simple. You're abusing power. You're just abusing power.
Who allowing me to talk?
No, there is nothing for you to say. You spoke for 15 minutes. I allowed you 15 minutes because I was interjecting.
And was it about the bush? You're just around the bush. You're just around the bush.
Paul only spoke for. I told you, in this case, when you allocated your time for your next submission, you can fix in whatever you want to say. Now, moving on to the next topic, and this one I'll take Paul first. Paul, yesterday, with the swearing in of Ablekuma North.
So why do you start for me? He's not part. He wasn't there. Their party was not there, so there's no need for him to talk about this issue.
That's why I want to know why.
My party made this thing be in the news. If not my party, like this thing won't be in the news.
What is news about this? There's the
that's what we are discussing. That's what we are discussing.
It's a no news.
But why did your party walk out?
Yeah, Mr. Murray, thank you once again. Do you know one thing? The Blake-Manoff election. There's certain things that happened. In fact, we were expecting the president to even come out to condemn it. Like the 2020 report, he tasked the former IGP, Dampare, to do an investigation and come up with a report on the killings or whatever that happened in Techimanoff in the 2020 elections.
Who asked him?
The president.
Okay.
And then Dampare has submitted a report, the report and everything to him. Until now, you don't even know anything about it. So now, even the public don't know whatever is in that report. At least transparency is key. And then it's going around to compensate the families of those who were affected by the incident in 2020 election.
Okay.
We are expecting certain people to even condemn it, the actions, the violence at the Blake-Manoff. But then they see even the majority leader also said this is just a little a child's play. Majority leader in parliament made it clear this is a child's play. Something happened to a former MP. And instead of condemning it, you're calling it a child's play. Then it's very, very wrong. Like, you get it. Fine, the woman has won. We have no problem. You can swear in. But we are expecting the current government to even condemn. Well, last time I heard a syndicate here on, was it UTV or Peace FM? Last week, Thursday. Condemn some George's action.
Okay.
Or speech about this.
If the party chairman himself has condemned it,
he didn't condemn it.
The interior minister says that. He has assigned investigations into that issue. Now the interior minister is there for the president. So whatever he says, it has come from the president.
And also,
I'm coming.
Yeah.
And also, all these people we say they were supporting what the woman did and all that. We can take them verbatim. They always say, whoever said that they don't support what happened there.
Abisu never said he support. She doesn't support whatever happened. And Abisu made it clear.
She said that she didn't support it.
No.
Only that due to what that particular woman did to even her.
She didn't say. She didn't say that she didn't support it. And Abisu
we can condemn.
We can go back. And then also, like I'm saying, the majority leader. Majority leader called this a child play. You are the majority. You are the majority in parliament. We are giving you all respect. Whatever respect you have to give to you, we are giving you. The minority is giving you that respect.
Was that the only thing he said about that particular issue? He said,
this is a child's play. Yeah, he didn't condemn it. Yeah, I never condemned this. He said it's a child's play. He said, he made reference to what happened in his constituency in Boku. That he had gunshots prior to the elections, and he couldn't even come out from his house. The gunshot, we don't even know who Boku was not peaceful. Whoever that came out with the gunshot, we don't even know the person. So how can you attribute that gunshot to even what happened at Blake-Manoff?
He didn't attribute it to it. He was attributing it to the fact that all these things happening during elections are not good.
No.
He actually said
I'm coming. Whatever that happened in the constituency was not about election. Maybe it might be about the Boku instances or the Boku conflicts. So don't even link this into whatever that happened at Blake-Manoff.
Okay, so I'm coming.
We are here. I'm not saying
what has the demand of the NPP from the president to openly condemn what happened in Ablekuma and then got to do with the swearing in
if the president
of a colleague of
yours. If the president can also investigate whatever happened to this man. When was the position? He was condemning everything. When was the position? He was talking like a statesman. The Muhammad in the position presented himself as a statesman.
Like, is he not a statesman now?
And now he's now behaving as a politician. He's now behaving as a politician now. There are two different things. He's not behaving as a politician.
Let me ask this. The killings in 2020.
Yeah.
The Ekufuado.
Yeah.
Order an investigation into that.
Yeah.
What was the result?
We don't know the report. That and then they use it as a campaign message.
Okay.
That's I always say whatever we did wrong, that is as a campaign message. When they're in power now, They should prove it that this is what the people did, and then now we are here, and this is the report that we've gotten. Because I did be on the campaign piano, and what's the man koda?
Okay.
I did the campaign Ghana for the campaign and what's the man koda?
Right now.
My friend, honorable Lydia Sarah Malasan, bloody widow. Nina Trim, but I'm not saying whatever that happened.
What happened in Ablekuma? There's an investigation going on.
Yeah.
So why can't we just wait for it?
What if you can wait for it? Then the 2020 no matter 2020 report now. That person man no. We should know whatever is in that report.
Dampare didn't give it to him. It was your own who. So
Dampare no. The investigation was done by. He started Dampare to do the investigation. Maybe Dampare handed it over to your own. Then you own give it to him. Fine. By the investigation was done by Dampare because he was the one tasked to do the investigation.
All right.
So now we want to know whatever that happened in 2020 election. At the end of this saying. Why hide that one from us? That's what I'm saying. Muhammad is not behaving like a politician. But when he was in the opposition, he was behaving like a statesman. Okay. Want to know, want to know. Now you're in power, and same thing happen, and then you are quiet. But when you're in the position now, seconds be now no Twitter, no actual Facebook. But now you're in power. I'm not saying whatever that happened in 2019. 2019, when they called Honorable Leader Sarah Malasan bloody widow. I condemn it. By MPP being so intelligent, being so peaceful. We cannot come to parliament with placards and call people names. You get it? We cannot come and call people names. So we can just walk out. Even though we don't like whatever happened at Blekmanov. So, we cannot call people names. But if I call somebody a bloody widow, do you know how the person will feel? We'll be in the
So the walkout. Like yeah. What is the main reason behind it? Like that's what I want.
The main reason the woman there won the elections.
She won
not on the fair grounds.
Oh.
Yeah, no, and it's clear. Oh. The intimidation happened. I won't. The intimidation, of course. That's what I'm saying. If you were there,
if the NPP thinks she didn't win on the fair grounds,
yeah,
where is the right way to go?
To court. Exactly. By the it's not about rigging. It's not about rigging. I won't say rigging.
Okay.
I'm saying intimidation. Oh. And no intimidation. Now you at our stronghold, and then where the voter population is higher.
But you know that's arguable.
Pardon?
That's arguable. If you
about intimidation,
they won through intimidation. That's arguable.
So they won through intimidation, and we walked out from parliament, and we've also learned our lessons, and we are also going to do everything. So also, I said, so they don't much me. We are bringing them back. We are bringing this intimidation will stop.
Okay.
This intimidation, okay. We are bringing the men back. We are here talking about Blue Army shouting at Nabi. Also, no Blue Army no Abre. Also, the Blue Army no Abre. We are going to resource them now. Okay. And that intimidation that they are bringing back relations. We are here when we said we should cancel or we should in fact all mechanical groups. Now if we introduce your back, the politics will back. So we are here.
All right.
The intimidation, of course, that's what we are against.
All right.
And if it's arguable, if it's arguable, we are also going to do the same. And we expect everybody to be quiet. The media to be everybody should be quiet because it's arguable. Every missing ways. I bet me the intimidation is also film. Be from people wanting to pay and fight and phobia.
Yeah. Peter.
Okay. Good morning once again.
Yeah.
I will say the Attorney General, what he did, the information they brought it out, is not against our laws. Ghana, we have the out of court settlement. The interest of the nation is not about putting people at the prisons and still feed them, but the interest of the state is to protect the funds of the state. So if the Attorney General and the government think there is a way of getting our monies back, we will use that means.
Okay.
And two, if you take your time and read the full information brought up by the Deputy Attorney General, he never said they're not taking all the money. He said before they've gotten to this stage, the stage of taking the case out of court, the individual have paid 60% of the monies.
Have agreed
to pay. No, it's not even agreed. So read the full.
They haven't even paid yet.
No, it's not even agreed. Read. They've made payment of 60% of the money.
When?
That one you can't ask. You are not the government bank that they pay monies to. They pay. If you have questions, go and ask the financial and they will tell you. So what I'm saying is, we should stop mentioning Dr. Kobradu's first name. He's not the only person. There are 8 different people who have individual banks, and the state were fighting with these people in court. But for now, this new government think we need our monies. It's not about court, but it's about we getting what we need as a state. Because now Ghana as a nation need money to run.
Now, Peter.
Yes.
Let me read the point 3 to you.
Read the point 3.
Now, in pursuit of this objective,
yes,
the Office of the Attorney General,
yes,
in collaboration with other relevant state agencies,
good.
This state agencies is Yoko.
Yeah, National Security, yes,
established a threshold of 60% recovery of the alleged losses to the state as a condition. Now, if you establish I'm coming.
Yes. As a, let's say
yes.
As a condition means
60% a threshold that means somebody say
no. What you refer to? Continue. No. Continue. Don't just read. No.
No. Listen.
No.
The continuation of this doesn't say that.
No, I have also read.
60. It doesn't say they have paid the 60%.
The letter. It doesn't also say they've not. They have also said they've not paid.
Peter Brofuni here kind.
No, have you also said they've not paid? No, we should not.
Peter,
let's jump into conclusion.
The report that they brought out is here.
What I mean is,
you can just read it.
This issue that we are talking about, the banking sector cleanup, have 2 phases. We have a state that the government spend more money on cleaning the banks than the monies that the banks need to even stand. The question is, how many of the commercial banks in Ghana are Ghanaian owned?
What has that really got to do with
Heritage Bank was never owned. They never owned the state. They've never taken any money from the state. But Heritage Bank CEO said Agongo was involved in Cocoa Board issue, and they believe he benefited from Cocoa Board, and he used that one to establish his bank. So his bank was closed up.
You know that you are doing 10 minutes of this particular topic.
Yes,
and you've already done 5 minutes.
No problem. The other case, there is no case. I will not talk about it. If you move out of parliament, we don't care. We already have.
Now you have the 2
We have to tell. We don't need them. They can just not even come to parliament again. If they don't come, you continue with our business. So for now, we don't need them. So let's talk about the important ones. What I mean is, the government is poised for action. By God's grace, we've learned the Mahama case. Yes, he cared. If you remember, this was something I always talked about. Mahama care, yes, he cares. Mahama is really showing leadership. Okay. So we need money to push this agenda. And let me tell you, there's a problem coming. Do you know some of these banks, the First Bank, were indirectly sold? Some of you were rent to people. A time came, he went to one of his banks in the Asante region where he saw somebody selling foods inside the banking hall. The person have rented this. Now that this case is over, I know a lot of things will happen. I don't know the future of the CGD bank. Is it Consolidated Hot Bank? I don't know the future. Because if now these banks are coming back, what happens? Okay. Because the issue is, these banks with some of their halls are still being used by this bank. I know very soon this full story will start unfolding. Because I know Community 4 is ready to come back. I know Indum is ready to come back. I know Heritage Bank is ready to come back. Ghana as a nation, we need to move forward. Okay. Corruption is something I will never support, and I know nobody in Ghana supports corruption. Right. Even the one doing the corruption himself,
he just supports corruption.
Don't support corruption. Okay. But one thing is, why should the state imprison somebody for years and feed the person if the state can use other means to get the money back?
All right.
There are a lot of people in our prisons who, if you want this, there's a program called Crime Check. I've forgotten the man who do the prison, Ibrahim, who always do the prison visit. If you go to prison and see some of the amount being owned by people and they were in prison is an eyesore. What I mean is, the NDC government is a serious government. The NDC government is ready to really develop the nation. That is why we brought the Mahama Care. The Mahama Care is into help stroke patients, people with diabetes, people with all underlying health conditions. Conditions that if you are affected, even if you are a billionaire, you can come to zero. These are policies that people are looking for. If your parent or any of your relatives have never gotten stroke before, you don't know what we are talking about. My mother had stroke before she died. And I tell you the amount of money my senior brothers and sisters spent. If this policy was there, I know my mother will not die. If you've never experienced that, you will be here talking about let's imprison people. Mahama is serious.
I think
Mahama is paused for action. And this is one of the serious policies.
I think the prison should be closed now, because if anybody has a case, the person should just be
he's the best president in the,
because we have car snatchers. You have people who snatches cars. You have people, different people. You have people snatches cars. He did the same to me.
So I'm happy.
He did the same to me.
I'm happy. I'm happy. My brother want to interject because the MPP don't respect people who have underlying health conditions. So if I'm telling Ghanaians, now they have the chance to enjoy the Mahama case. He don't want listeners to listen. Please listen to him. He's not in support.
Because of his wrong deeds. Yeah, here the person saying this. Dala Adam was on TV. Saying before is the wheelchair.
Peter.
You're just saying this. Dala Adam.
His microphone is off. So you can communicate.
The NDC as a party is a serious political party. We are here. We have started taking our boxes. We promised Ghanaians there will be Mahama Care. Is it there? We have done that. We all the promises that we made to Ghanaians. Hey, we are not here for the MPP to mark us. Those who want that, we need Ghanaians, the citizens, the voters. The MPP as a party is not a serious political party. If you can't manage your party, how can you monitor the government doing well? No, but the government in the opposition was doing well. When Mahama, you said when Mahama was in the opposition, he was threatened. Akufo-Addo is out of power. He's quiet.
You've been there before. What happened?
Mahama cares.
Now, so don't be
yes, he cares.
Been in the position before.
Mahama cares. Yes, he cares. Mahama cares. Yes, he cares. Very soon, our brothers in the university, they just receive the amount they pay, no free stress. Their first year school fees, they've received it.
How many of them?
All of them have received.
How many of them? It's a lie.
Not all of
it's a lie.
Not all of them.
It's into tranches.
Not all of them.
Those who have presented their documents,
All of them.
all those who have I know what I'm talking about. All those who have presented, they ask them to fill a form online. Some decide not to fill.
My brother has filled, and then up to now,
maybe he doesn't have a proper bank account.
What bank account? Then bank account.
What I mean is, all the serious ones who fill it,
Massa,
when they were asked to fill and they failed, have gotten DS.
Massa, my brother has filled.
My brothers in Winneba, in UCC, in Tech,
I feel it and buy it.
They are all happy.
And then you have new system.
They are going next year. The student loan trust fund is open.
So you actually decided not to talk about the subject matter, and your time is up.
No, I didn't talk about it because a lesson that you say you will not participate. Okay. Now we have 2/3 majority.
All right.
Apart from Nkrumah,
to loot, to
develop the nation,
to loot.
Okay. Mahama cares.
60%.
Yes, Mahama cares.
60% to loot.
Mahama cares. Yes, he cares. This policy here, the whole world is Obama and Mahama that have introduced this, and they all have Mama in their names. Mahama, Obama. These people are the only two presidents in the world that have really introduced a policy to help the poor in the society. Okay. Let me tell you something. The Mahama Cares is taking 20% of health insurance funds to support. Individuals are also donating. Corporate institutions are also donating. Please.
Thank you.
I will treat all Ghanaians, especially the well-to-do Ghanaians. My brother, I know you were working at the airport. You have money. Donate the Mahama Cares.
Massa.
You were working at the airport when the party was in power.
I was doing my
so what I'm saying is, let's donate. Mahama Care. Yes, we care. Mama care. Yes, we care. Please donate.
The
donate.
Ghana Union of
Donate.
Traders Association.
Donate.
They are threatening a mass protest over foreign intrusion in the retail sector. Now, there is one thing that our laws have regarding our markets sector, and that is the
retail sector should not be managed by foreigners.
Exactly. And now we can see
a lot of them.
A whole lot of them, honestly.
But
I'm coming. Let me finish with what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Now, one of the things that observers have realized is most of the foreigners also have their
wholesale
their products on a very cheaper price, and so people actually do purchase much more from them than the indigenous market people. But then, if we look at this and we look at the laws which bounds the foreigners not to have this
the
retail sector, what do you think should be done?
Okay. Thank you very much. I again greet our audience, our cherished audience.
You've greeted us.
Especially the good people of Official South, and also the good people of. One thing is, this issue. Anytime I see we discussing, I also try to be very cautious. If you go to South Africa now, a lot of Ghanaians are there. They are competing with the South Africans for the mid-data job like barbering, like hairdressing, and etc. But the question is, these Nigerians and foreigners in our shops, if you go retail sector, who gave them the shops? They don't own the shop that they sell in.
Okay.
They register their shops.
Yeah.
There are somebody that gave them the license to operate, the permit to operate. What did they check? So sometimes I'm happy they've raised it, but we should also be careful. You raise the point of pricing. Are they all not buying from the same companies in China and in Nigeria? I know most of our spare parts dealers go to Nigeria to buy their products.
Okay.
So the question is, why are this? We are not talking about made in Ghana, but we are talking about two retailers.
Sure.
One a Nigerian, one an Indian, one a Ghanaian, but different prices.
And mostly you see that the Ghanaian's price is higher than the foreigners' own.
So the question is, there is a very full chain. It's not just a one chain something. Who the one giving them the lines permit to operate?
Okay.
What kind of shop did the person tell you is going to operate?
Okay.
Is he doing that? If he's not doing that, then you also have yourself to be blamed. And you know, there's one thing I've realized. Now most of these shops are being named after Ghanaians. Ghanaians own the shop, but the owner in the shop is not a Ghanaian. And they are paid every month. I know somebody doing that business.
Okay.
They are not the shop owners. They go and register the companies in their names. Every month the Lebanese, the Indian will pay him or her, or the Nigerian will pay him or her. But the question is, when we are complaining, have you also asked our brothers in Nigeria? Have you asked our brothers who are also in South Africa? Our brothers who are in US? We should not just be. It's good we talk about it, but we should also look at it as a holistic something.
Okay.
What our citizens are also doing outside there, because we have our citizens in other countries also doing the same. But what I think is, we should rather regulate prices. I believe in that thing. Price regulation.
But you see, that is going to be very difficult because government can't come in to regulate prices.
They can.
You know what?
Do you know another way? I'm coming.
Peter.
Yes. Let me allow you.
We can have the logical idea that we should, but what laws is binding the government to do that for the marketer?
You can.
Because
if government asks you to reduce or you don't reduce, the government can open for competition.
See, the government rather needs to find a way
Let me give you a typical example. No,
there is no laws.
No.
Which permits government to regulate prices for
the price control. There's no.
See, all of us here, we are wearing shirts, right?
Yes.
You know where you bought yours from. You know where you bought, and I know where I bought mine.
Yes.
The prices is definitely going to be different. Do you know why? Because of where we are all buying from. Yes. These people don't all go to the same place to purchase.
But let me give you a typical example. During the COVID era, face shield, when Ghanaians started selling, you were buying 200 cedis. Do you remember the face shield? But when a time came, the government said we need more, so he opened it for people to bring. It got to a time 50 pesos and 1 cedi. If you got the market, people were chasing you. Where I work, somebody brought about 500 copies, pieces of the face shield. He was selling one for 50 cedis. I bought one. But you know, later when the government
the price,
that's the person. No.
Government
opening for people to bring it doesn't mean the person can still bring it.
Exactly. You don't get it. Another way of controlling prices is getting a competitor. Whenever you are a monopoly, when the market is only for one person, one group of people doing it, these people are fighting sometimes because, I'm not saying all the time, sometimes because they can't compete the price. And now, if you are buying from China, let's go to Alibaba. If you are buying from Alibaba, I'm also buying from Alibaba. We all pay the same amount at Alibaba. The shipping cost is the same. So why do you bring these things from China to Ghana, and now one is selling for 10 cents, one is selling for 5 cents? It's just greediness.
Okay. All right.
I'm not in support of foreigners taking charge of our market. But what I also want us to take into consideration when thinking about some of these things are our brothers in other countries. Are they not doing the same? If they are doing the same, if you try to sack these Nigerians, they also sack our people. And I don't want it to repeat itself. I think, is it in the Champions era when Ghana must go.
Okay.
Our uncles came with their tapes and they sacked back from Nigeria.
All right.
We should tackle it with more diplomatic form, because sometimes too our treaties that we sign in ECOWAS, treaties in ECOWAS treaties permit people to do that.
But it doesn't permit them to do retail. No, doesn't permit them to do retail.
I think what I'm saying is, we are saying we have free trade. ECOWAS treaty, free trade. I can sell in Togo, Togo can sell in Ghana. So why are you not telling me I can't be in retail business? That is a Ghanaian law, but the ECOWAS law does not permit that. He said free trade in person. If I want to go to Nigeria right now, if Nigerians are trying to be fair, I can just pick I don't even need the passport. I can just take my money, get a car or get a plane, go to Nigeria and come back the next day and go and sell and come back. So ECOWAS treaty is now fighting with our internal laws. So we should find a way to resolve this issue that might not lead to something bad.
Okay, thank you. Paul.
Yeah, first of all, he made a statement that MPP does not respect the sick and other things, which is a very wrong statement. Because last year, when Dela Edem used the former President Kufuor's contention against him, he made it clear that he's in a wheelchair because of his wrongdoing. And many people are in this country that faced accidents and then they became disabled. Many people are in this country that went through, that have been through a lot. Or maybe it's not an accident. And an accident can be in any form. Some people were born with disabilities. So, Dela Edem, a senior communicator officer for the NDC, even used President Kufuor at his age. And even getting that age and sitting in a wheelchair, it's not easy. Dela Edem used that situation to insult Kufuor. And we are here, saying MPP that does not respect the sick. MPP has never sit anywhere to insult the sick. MPP member, none of MPP members have sit anywhere to insult the sick. But it's okay. And now let me go to the main issue. Guta. Now we know that there are laws governing this country. These laws were written by we Ghanaians, and then they were all put into one book. That's the Constitution. Then we are all supposed to go by. So Guta has every right to cry to the government.
Okay.
If things are going wrong, they have every right to protest, and I support them to protest. Yes, I support them to protest. Yes. if the government is not ready to do anything about this,
Agenda man.
I'm fully support with Peter
Agenda man.
to go ahead
Agenda man.
and protest.
But what do you think the government should do about it?
The government should just regulate. We have assemblies there. The people come for shops to operate and other things. Assemblies can know if the person is a foreigner, is a Ghanaian. They can just know that this shop we are going to this shop for this business, this particular business.
Sure.
Nigeria can come to this country, rent a shop, but maybe one family here, maybe your office for services, maybe be dental. And maybe optician could be in the shop. What I say. So we can just regulate the assembly side. They can regulate it. Very simple, am I? So me, I'm in full support of Peter. This protest. But with the price issue, that's where I also have to come in, and I'll speak a little about it. Buta should also know that competition, so Ghana for how you get it, they might say maybe I'm going money free, no. They might say, but maybe the Nigerians might also have a different source that they import their goods from. Yeah, maybe they might, maybe they're in Nigeria before the man of coming to do his business here. And if you don't want him to, those retailers, especially the Nigerians, they have their same people doing the wholesale business.
Okay.
So they go to the same people, their people doing the wholesale business and buy from them and come into the retailing.
Okay.
Like these phone covers and other things. They themselves, they have their own wholesalers. Yeah. Okay. So they themselves go there and buy cheaper price there. So maybe like let's say this phone cover. It's just a rubber phone cover. The phone cover is not coming from Samsung. It's not coming from maybe the direct source that produce the phone or that manufacture the phone. For different maybe company that manufacturing this like a rubber distance.
Now the Samsung boy cheap.
I send the extra. What I say? If you cut me to Samsung, I see why. What I say? Yeah. So maybe where they are buying theirs. The Nigerians where they are buying theirs. Where they are buying theirs is might be different from where the Ghanaians are also. But they can just learn from them.
Okay.
Or maybe you can approach them. The wholesalers. Where do you get your goods from? That the price are cheap.
All right.
They can just let you know. Oh, I've been buying from this and that. Okay. Sometimes too, the dollar rate. The dollar rate is okay.
Is the dollar rate in the NDC?
Dollar rate no. NDC about form. By I watched a video where I also can spare pass the dealers. Cantamanto. First me Cantamanto the matna can only home to my dad used to sell Cantamanto all his life. So Cantamanto matna and then now I find him baba. So Cantamanto. Okashi people were also complaining that you go to the bank, you will not get the dollar there, and the same bank will direct you to Abuchi.
Really?
The video are trending.
No, it's
the video is trending. The video is trending. The videos are trending. That you go there, they tell you the bank rate.
A minister called the bank manager. He wants some amount. The bank manager called Abuchi.
This video said this is so they complain that please when the talker was quiet.
This microphone is off.
What?
Do you understand what is quiet?
What? I was just laughing at you. What I'm saying is that sometimes the dollar rate because that Abuchi says the traders are saying that when they go to the bank, it's just 10 cedis or 10.31 or 11 cedis there. But so like they like to purchase the other price, but they'll tell them there's no dollar here. They'll direct them to Abuchi. They'll even tell you where you should go. Yeah, she also do dancing with
okay.
What I say, then you go there and buy the 13 cedis. So I think maybe the Nigerians they can go to the country, have the dollar rate there before they go and purchase.
Okay.
They be very different. Now the shipping price not back this country. That be the only thing. Be a bit my same thing. So I'm saying what I'm saying is that maybe the dollar rate also influences.
Okay.
Also influences
the international. What you
So I think the assemblies should make sure they regulate this. Right. And also I support them if the assembly does not act on this.
They should
protest. Guta should protest. Guta, yeah, tremor.
Right.
If the assembly and the government does not work on this, Guta. Come on, now we protest no. A peaceful protest. Now me bomb ho ban now we kese. Now we protest no. Ghana phone na tamochi. The whole of this country tamochi because it might say no. The Nigeria for beje. At least you can say you can say you can have the work permit. And I think even my friend told me in Nigeria if you're Ghanaian and you go there you can be there for 2 months and they can come and ask you about your permit. It's not like, although we are free to be there, but they'll come and ask you about your work permit and other things. It's not like you can just be there and just be selling.
Okay.
Yeah, so at least
so we should also
do same and regulate our system. But good at the end of the day, good at protest no. I'm can see the more first circle no. Please, they should come in their numbers.
All right.
Yeah.
But since we are ending the show on this note, your last words before.
My main can't be as I also tell Ghanaian youth that we should take advantage of space. There's one thing most Nigerians are smart when it comes to space.
Okay.
When Nigerian is around your area and you see there's a small space, you come and tell, but your mama are been here. By the time you realize, now that small space not man no. We take Ujana over top plot for you. Now I feel they both say making money.
Like Nego Pram, the Iboken. Yeah.
Okay.
The so-called Iboken.
So they should take advantage of space.
Yeah, Ghanaian, the youth, we should take advantage of space.
All right.
And we should not be.
We
should not feel shy selling. I think Ghanaian, that's our major challenge. Most Ghanaian young people,
Peter, our time is
we feel shy selling. So, what I will still greet the good people for Fenso South. I will greet. Oh no, seriously, my DC is doing well. About there, he's doing very, very well. He's doing very, very well. And I greet Nana Gamna Kenten the second. Nana Piao. Namachia Nana Dream Debbie. He's a serious chief. He's doing very well for his people. My last greeting will go to Nana Oseo, the CEO of Nana Oseo Foundation, and all board members and workers of the organization. We are doing well. Very soon we are going to enroll a lot of projects, and I think Edukrum and the towns on the mountains will all have their share.
Sure.
I greet the good people of Ghana again. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Paul.
Yeah, Mr. Mario. Let me say this. I'm not greeting anybody, please. I'm not greeting anybody. Let me say this. Let me just clear. The good people of Abosokan who are dealing in spare parts. The good people of Kantamanto who are dealing with in second-hand clothes and shoes. The good people of Okaishi who import drugs and other things into this country are saying, if you go to the bank, the rate at the bank you find your juma, a butcher price in the juma. So you can't force them to reduce the prices. You can't force them to reduce the prices. At the shipping, at the port also. The dollar rate at the port is different from the dollar rate. The dollar rate at the port is different from the dollar rate at the bank. The shipping and the dollar rate for shipping is different from the one at the bank. The NDC air settings too much. A buy air settings. Guta, what do I have to do to protest? Protest. The Ghanaians are behind you. Ghanaians are behind you, Guta. The government is deceiving you. The settings are too much. Protest now peacefully. Come in your numbers. We are all supporting you. That's it.
We thank you. Thank you for sticking through with us. It's a cold morning. It's a cold Wednesday morning, but I know the conversation here has heated you up and gingered you for the rest of your day. This is what we call the curtains on the show. My name is Pakwesi Omari. I thank you for making time with us. We will be back on our airwaves same time tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, and I'm with the level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry Brell. Our GhanaTalks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday.